I mean, now you have the Riddler. Now you have the Riddler, Brown Snowman, and Pert Plus, and Ultra Vince. God damn it! Sheamus looks like Sheamus looks like if Goku stuck his finger in an outlet and then got Super Saiyan, but instead of blonde, he turned red.
Well, that's Sheamus.
Sheamus looks like Bunsen and
Strowman,
Beaker.
do you know who you're manhandling? That scrap iron, Adam Pearce.
Yeah, nobody cares.
Can we finally call Adam Pearce the fucking GM of Raw and SmackDown?
No.
Because he's gotten more TV time than any of the other fucking talent.
Well, because he can fall.
He does have more TV time than talent.
Him and Pat Buck have had more TV time than anybody.
And I just find it funny, it's like Pat Buck.
Yeah, I just want Pat Buck to be in the Royal Rumble to take on Nia Snax.
All right. It's good. It's good that Braun tests negative for COVID. Because holy shit, you see a shower coming when he fucking yells.
And Adam Pearce already had COVID once.
Yeah, Braun will give it to him again.
Oh, God.
It's like, bad. Like, jeez.
It's the best of the least.
You need those DX face shields again with the goddamn wipers.
Oh, why don't they? Dude, I'm surprised they don't. I'm surprised freaking Hunter did not give them to half the fucking people there. As a rib and, like, being ultra serious, too.
Oh, boy. Ugh.
I don't want you guys to get COVID, but at the same time, it's got a fucking wiper on it. What a loser.
Well, the thing is, like,
DX.
if you don't have a wiper on the face shield, you end up looking like Andy Reid from week 1.
Oh, shit.
DX.
Thinking of
COVID-related things 20 years prior. Or 30 years. 30 years before the fact.
COVID, several Ravens have it, and that put the Steelers versus Ravens Thanksgiving night game in jeopardy.
I know.
Yeah, they closed the facility and everything. I'm like, oh boy.
That's tomorrow, guys.
I'm gonna call
Well,
that.
it's don't worry. Tomorrow I got a whole thing. I got a apparently at the school people on how an offensive line works. Jesus fucking Christ!
So should I drink Red Bull before this so I can be prepared for another rant?
Oh, dude, drink Red Bull, do cocaine, and just, yeah.
That's
Well,
what's missing from wrestling promos today, bros.
Well, it's a simple fucking thing. I mean, like,
Fuck ton of cocaine.
all right, since we're not on,
No, we're live.
yet.
We're live.
He's
All right, so
live,
we
we're
didn't
live.
start yet.
No.
Since we didn't start yet, I'll just say this. When you have 5 offensive linemen and you give up an insta-sack, basically means the quarterback doesn't even have 3 seconds.
Right.
To basically 3 people blitzing. Not even a blitz. 3 people rushed. And you
Right.
gave up an insta-sack. Your line sucks. 3. Like, that basically leaves that the 2 tackles in the guard can double team a guy in the center, blocks the nose man.
Right.
Apparently that didn't run by Jason Peters well, as he olayed Olivier Vernon, who then decided to have a party on Carson Wentz's head. It was like 1-2, bam. And then somebody's like, well, Wentz is holding the ball too long. What, 2 seconds?
All right.
It's like you take 2 steps back, breathe, you get hit.
All right, I'm back.
Yeah, I'll get more into this tomorrow.
Oh, good
Jesus
Lord.
Christ.
Oh,
All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of From Real to Heel. The Hooligan is back, which means one thing. It's a pay-per-view. It's a pay-per-view review. That's really all that we got for today. Chris, hit us with the music.
Oh, yeah, from real to heel. Done.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of From Real to Heel. I am your host, Stephen Ronnie. And with me, as always...
It is I, Trips, and apparently a legend has heat with me.
Jesus!
Yeah.
And
The Zombie Master, and I don't know anybody's got heat with me, but whatever.
oh, I mean, we go through the indie locker room. Someone's probably got to have issues with you.
Probably.
And our special guest.
The hooligan. What's up, guys? I know people got fucking heat with me. I don't give a shit. They can fuck themselves.
Well, you're a wrestler. You're supposed to have heat with people.
Oh yeah, no, I'm talking like real life heat with people, man.
All right. You know what? I'm gonna get into this quick.
This is part. All right, warning. This is part politics, part wrestling, so it works.
Well,
So it's a wrestling discussion.
Yeah.
all right. Well, we actually, then we can go to the comedy stylings of one Rudy Giuliani.
Oh Jesus Christ.
Yo.
Oh, Lord.
Right. Wrong politics.
Yeah, I am.
I need your help, dude. I don't want to carry 50 bags of shit up here.
All right, hold on.
All right. Well, with that being said, we got a Raw watch along too going on. So Brown Snowman just headbutted Adam Pearce.
And now the New Day is yakking it up with the New Day.
The New Day. Wait, how are they yakking it up with themselves?
Oh, the New Day is with the Hurt Business.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say you just said the New Day is yakking it up with the New Day.
Well, no, I'm not going to go with that. I'm not going to get with that story.
Yeah, don't speak to that well,
One
man.
part of team. The New Day is teaming up with one part of Team Angle.
God. Oh, Ronnie, you also said you didn't mention it. We also have a. Did you guys do your fan cast or no?
I got part of it. I don't think Chris really did it. We'll just we'll push it back. We'll push it back to next week because I know he didn't do Rambo at all.
I actually did the damn thing.
Oh, hold on to it. Hold on to it. We'll.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, trust
Yeah,
me, it's not gonna.
Preoccupation the past 2 days.
It's not gonna hurt. At least you have it in your back pocket.
No, actually, I got it in the notebook. Thank
You
you.
know what I mean.
Put the pocket so you don't lose it.
Oh.
No, if I put it in my pocket, I will lose it.
Damn.
Okay, so we'll get more into him when he comes back because I know he wants to talk about what he wants to talk about. But 30 years of The Undertaker.
All right. Well, I'll save my question until Chris comes back, but I'll throw it out there. You guys can think about it. Don't answer until I ask him. Okay. Here's my question. Who on the current roster could you ever see? I know it'll never be done, but who can be that locker room leader that takes the WWE to the next 30 years? Do you see anybody on the roster that could possibly take the Undertaker spot? Not that could be ever taken, but you know what I'm saying, right?
Or like a facsimile version.
Yeah, who's that next big, locker room leader type of thing? So hold off until I have a chance to ask Chris, but just mull it over.
If the guy wasn't gonna retire soon, I would have had the answer already. I gotta think of somebody different.
Yeah, because I've been thinking about it all day myself, and I can't think of anybody off the top of my head, but I have a few people that are possible. But I'll wait till he comes back, and then we'll ask him.
I think I got one, and it's going to be a really unpopular opinion, but I'm going to stand behind it.
If you say King Corbin, I'm going to fly to wherever you are and punch you.
All right, I'm back.
If I ever drop that name, I'll pay for your fucking plane ticket.
Okay, Chris, you're back. So the question I put to the other guys since you were gone, who is that guy that anybody could ever replace him? Who is the one guy that you could see the WWE being like the next Undertaker, locker room leader, mega guy that will be celebrated in like another 30 years?
Roman Reigns.
Go fuck yourself.
That's what I was just Ryan, you stole my heat.
All right, anyway, let me get into this finally.
All right, well, we're still going to discuss that. All right, now go on your rant so we can finish what we're...
Well, it's not really a rant. All right. So Saturday, I get all of a sudden it says,
"Oh, that's why you're going into Rudy." Okay, I know where you're going with this. All right, I was going to say, what the hell's John got to deal with fucking Rudy Giuliani?
Who, me?
No, I was going to say, where the fuck? What leap were you making, Evil Knievel?
Basically just getting it all out, all right?
Okay.
All right, so, I mean, if anyone knows me, they know I'm a pretty staunch liberal.
No shit.
Yeah. Sorry, I don't make any apologies for it. You don't like it? Fuck off.
Jesus, I never would have thought.
Yeah. Anyway, so I tend to share certain things and all that. And I have outspoken views. Now, I know there are some wrestlers. Well, the thing is, I don't associate with wrestlers. So,
No.
Of course, I'm on a show with one right now. So, go figure. But Ryan is really the only wrestler I really associate with. The only other wrestler I really ever associated a lot with is no longer on Twitter and has gone into hiding ever since speaking out. And, hey, that's his choice. So, but I've always been friends with some wrestling fans and stuff like that. And apparently, I guess I was friends with John Zandig. And I wake up and I go to Facebook and I see I was tagged, like John, his real name, John Corso, tags me in a post. I'm like, okay. And he basically says, and I quote, where the fuck is it? Not that. What did...
No one fucking prepared.
All right. He tags me, and I quote, like John Corso, Christopher Lawrence, what an ignorant jackass.
Meanwhile, and I was watching this whole thing go down. He didn't
And I'm
say
just like,
he didn't say a
what the
fucking word
fuck?
to him. He didn't say a fucking word to him.
Well, first, I'm like, what the fuck? So, I find it funny. I'm like, all right, whatever. And the first thing I do, I go to a guy he actually does have heat with in J-Cat.
Who's friends of the show.
Yeah, J-Cat used to be big. Like, J-Cat says he's a fan of John Zandig, but not John Corso. Which means old school CZW, yay. Everything else, get the fuck out. I mean, basically, he's in the same territory as Drake Wirtz right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, where that's a whole other thing. Like, Jim Cornette fucking tore him a new one. That shit was hilarious. Anyway.
On a good old free speech Twitter.
Yeah, parlor. Yeah, Mindspace, Only Clans. Yeah, you get the idea.
Yeah.
A Fash book.
God damn it.
Yeah, well, we got a ton of them. Okay, Stupid. Yeah, a bunch of them. Anyway, so we go. So anyway, I give it to Jay, and I give it the old, I know what you did last summer treatment. I basically type, I got a letter. And all of a sudden he comes in like, what the fuck? Like, and then people are like, what did you do? I'm like, I don't fucking know. So anyway, I mean, I haven't gotten anything back from his big supporters, which I thought from the whole deathmatch crew, they'd be, oh, well, all that bullshit.
Oh, you mean the people that like to change the game?
Oh, yeah, and a bunch of other people, and everybody who knows me knows I don't go to indie shows anymore. I mean, the only shows I really go to, maybe I'll be like right next to Ronnie and Dee.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you'll come down to hang out with us and make fun of it.
Yeah, and make fun of it, and that's it. But as going for like a CCW show or a GCW show, no.
The last show I was gonna say the last show you came down to was Synergy, and we were having too much fun messing with people.
Yeah, and the reason why is because the last time I went to an indie show, I sat next to fucking unwashed fucking troglodytes.
Okay, all right, just inner Rick Rude.
No, that were pale as shit. But you wouldn't know it because they had a nice little dirt tan going. And the dude fucking shit himself in the said chair. And didn't even think. to go to the bathroom. No.
Oh man, dude, I tore that shit apart.
What's hilarious is I know the person he's talking about because I was sitting right next to Chris.
And I'm just like, and I'm like almost like throwing up. And then the guy's like, yeah, you heard the new five-finger death punch? And everybody knows I fucking hate five-finger deep throat.
Fucking 5-flavor fruit punch.
5-flavor fruit punch. I call them five-finger deep throat. You know, 5-finger bootlick. Whatever you want to call them. They fucking suck. And you're like, hey, dude, I'm just like, oh my God. I cannot believe I am near these fucking idiotic troglodytes. Probably these people that were, if you ask them, like, hey, what about education reform? They go, education never did mean nothing.
I told that teaching lady the only colors I need is red, white, and blue.
Yeah, education never did mean nothing.
Listen,
God, country, guns, Trump. Like, all right, Drake.
Listen, I'm dyslexic as fuck, but even I look at those people and go, what the fuck is wrong with you?
And the thing is, it's not just one or two. It's a good portion of the crowd that you don't know.
Oh my God, I need to work there.
That you don't know. And like I said, this is where I go heel. And like, you don't fucking know.
Okay, so I have a story, Chris.
You don't know who you're associating with. All I know is every time I've ever been to an indie show, I've gotten sick.
So I got a story to tell you, Chris. So I went to CZW.
And you got sick?
Well, wait, no.
Why?
So I'm sitting with the old crew, like the guys you used to sit with.
Oh, the South Side. They actually watched themselves.
No. But that's where the shit gets funny. So there was a guy next to us, like 3 people next to us, that did not bathe.
Yeah.
And what the fuck's his name? The guy that always brings the guy that was always stuffing money down Shauna's trunks.
Oh
guy.
yes, Steve. Cookie guy.
Cookie guy. Yeah, Jesus. Literally was great. Like me and him were making jokes during the entire fucking show, and he goes, "Dude, there's some cheese from under all this shit going on right now." I go, "Yeah, it's very bad."
Yeah, from under cheese. Like, ugh. I mean, the thing is, like, this dude's like wearing jeans, and I just all of a sudden this rank foul smell. I'm like, oh my God,
dude! If there wasn't flies going on from the blood in the ring, it would have been on his crotch.
I was just like, oh my fucking, like, all of a sudden I see a guy like next to me and a girl, like a guy has a Left Behind shirt on. I'm like, yo, can I just move over next to you a little bit? I'm sorry if I'm crowding you. And they're like, why? I'm like, because fucker shit himself. And like, you can't, and the girl's like, you can't be fucking serious. I'm like, look, like, oh my fucking God.
Oh, this dude fucking straight up drop. That's gnarly.
Yeah. It's nasty as fuck. The guy didn't get up. Like, I'm fine. Like, no, I'm good. I don't need, I'm sorry. I don't need
like fucking
around
right
people.
Distance. Go.
I don't need to be around people that said, hey, I graduated 6th grade in 3 years, and they hold up 4 fingers when they do it. Yeah, no, I'm good. All right. So someone was like, Chris versus Zandig in a collection of death match. No, I'm not gonna wrestle him. I'm not stupid, first off. Second, I don't feel like taking a 2-story plunge off a building.
And third off, can Johnny even walk anymore?
And third, I am not a wrestler.
Oh, and by the way, and fourth, DJ would book that shit. You know that.
Well, DJs, you know, like I showed you the meme there. DJ is going to be Trump's new lawyer.
See, that's where it ties into Rudy.
Like, on the upside, you can take a weed whacker to somebody legally.
Yeah, you know, it's just like...
Bust out the Sawzall, you know, do the real dumb shit.
Yeah, but I'm not going to work... Yeah, but no way I'm going to work with someone. First off, I'm not even a wrestler.
Okay, first off, let me just say CZW is not in any way working.
Yeah, it's not working. I'm like, oh yeah, just stand there, bro. I smash you with a bunch of things. No, I'm good.
I'm gonna throw you into 60 light bulbs, and you're gonna pick me up and throw me on thumbtacks, and we're gonna take it home.
Yeah, but then I'm gonna drop you off a building, and maybe you'll live.
Oh, that's cool. There's a little bit of skull exposed. That'll be all right for the business.
Yeah,
Wasn't that Zandig and Joey who did that spot off the building?
yeah.
That was the dumbest fucking shit I've ever seen in my life.
We know both those guys. That's who we're talking about.
And you know what happened?
Fucking
You know what
moron.
happened? We'll get up there. He'll pick me in a pile. I'll be like, "This is for Trump." Spike me on my head. No, I'm good.
I will admit, I have done some super sketchy, super dumb shit throughout my career. But I have done nothing on the level of stupidity of CZW.
Like, well, no, that wasn't even CZW. That was Game Changer. That was GCW. Because they were trying to relive the whole, when John did that to Sick Nick Mondo at TOD like 10 years ago.
Yeah,
Yeah,
where are those guys? Where are those guys? That's the question.
Well, Nick is actually a film producer now.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he don't wrestle no more. He had a
he's
stint.
done.
He had a stint in TNA and was like, "Bye, bitches. I made my money."
All right. So all I'm figuring is maybe John got mad at me because I was making a whole bunch of Four Seasons jokes
Fuck it. Don't give us
with the
balls.
comedy stylings of one Rudy Giuliani, who, hey, it's great to see Papa Shango's back working again.
Oh my god, that hair dye. That fucking hair dye. When
Where you sweated down like that and it came like black. I was like, what, did Papa Shango curse him?
Yes.
I mean, I'm like, next thing you're gonna see like Rudy Giuliani feels there like, Warrior.
I mean,
And
Papa
then-
Shango was
I don't know.
today.
I've always seen Rudy Giuliani as like a straight up fucking Hulk up guy.
Well, first off, Rudy Giuliani is like, Nosferatu in real life, so.
You're not
then-
wrong.
I was trying to figure out how you were going to tie that in, and there you go.
Yeah, Papa Shango makes Nosferatu melt. Hey, it works out. And then the comedy stylings continue today because of, Sidney Powell.
Oh,
Sidney
God.
Powell, who believes there's massive conspiracy around Hector Chavez, who's dead, by the way. This massive conspiracy that the Trump campaign, who's already had a bunch of wackadoos and loonies, I've been like, no, she's too wacky for us. Like, they've literally tried to distance themselves from her. And she's only been on the freaking, team, 2 days. And that was when you mentioned Tucker Carlson's like, we asked Sidney Powell for things, and she said, don't contact me anymore. Tucker Carlson said this. I was like, Jesus Christ. I mean, I had no idea after this election we were going to have so much comedy. I mean, you have the Four Seasons landscaping business. And now, this coming weekend in Philly, you have the Fraud Street Run, which is a run from the Four Seasons Total Landscaping to the Four Seasons Hotel.
I can't believe that's a fucking
Because
thing.
Philly.
I can't believe that's a fucking thing.
What?
I can't believe that's a fucking thing. That's great.
Yeah, it's because Philly.
I know, but I'm just saying, I can't believe that's a fucking thing. That's beautiful. See, that's the thing. When you get people like me, I'm an independent. I will flat out say that. I don't give a shit about either side. I see comedy in both sides. But I see idiots on both sides, too.
This election's the biggest shit show I've ever seen, and I've enjoyed every second.
Exactly. Exactly.
Stop the count. Stop the
Like
count.
full-on clusterfuck to a symphony of silence.
Dude, I was just like, I grab popcorn. I'm just here for the comments.
Dude, it was. I mean, one state they want to stop the count. The other state where he's losing, they want the count to vote. I'm like, you don't have it this way.
But then here's the bad thing about being an independent. You get shit from both sides, no matter what. Oh, did you vote for Trump? No. Oh, you voted for Joe? No. Well, who'd you vote for?
The
Who
other
fuck-
Joe.
Who the fuck is Samoa Joe?
Joe Jurgensen. There you go.
No, who did I vote for? Joe Anawai. Roman Reigns.
Well, you're like you said, you're in New Jersey, so it really didn't matter. I mean, I'm in Pennsylvania.
No, yeah, exactly. We're,
Yeah, I'm in Pennsylvania, the battleground state.
But it's like, oh
Tell
my
your
god.
state to get their shit together.
Wait, what?
Tell your state to get their shit together.
Well, all right, here's the funny thing. All right. We wanted, originally, like Shapiro and all them, and Governor Wolf, we wanted to start counting the ballots like 2 weeks before Election Day. But the GOP legislation was like, no. Got to start counting them on Election Day, which basically meant that as we're trying to count everything, there's a massive influx of mail-in ballots, of course, because, pandemic. So anyone going, oh, look at this massive lead he has after election night. It's like, there's only 8% of the state calling in. You know?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
So, it took a while. And then people are like,
It's been a while.
Yeah. And then people who aren't from Pennsylvania all of a sudden, because I had people from New York that are like, man, back in our day, But yeah, but you also don't have 2 million mail-in ballots.
You know what this reminds me of? Does anyone remember Florida?
Well, not
Bush-
to mention also.
Bush and Gore.
During
right.
George Jr.'s rule?
Yeah.
All right. In 2016, maybe it was like 60% of the Philadelphia electorate that voted.
Yeah.
That's just in Philly. This year, it was like 95.
Trump did what he said he was going to do. He was going to bring everyone together in the wrong way.
Yeah, against him.
In the wrong way.
Against him. Yeah, and that's why every time I was laughing, going like, "Oh, we have an update from
God
Philadelphia."
damn it, John! Really?
It was like I don't even say. Like every time we had an update from Philadelphia, I was like, "Philly vote bomb!"
Oh, God damn it,
Like,
John! Really with Big E
And
with the
that's what it
popcorn?
was. So it was like,
Well, Chris, you said it. Is that Ronnie? You said it with the eating popcorn
I
and just
know,
watching.
But Big E's face eating
so
popcorn.
we're trying. Yeah, so we would love to get our shit together.
I think Ryan muted himself.
Because he didn't want echo.
We have idiots that are trying
Yeah, this
to.
one's like,
Oh, there he
Yeah,
is.
yeah, so we have idiots that were trying to be, oh, no. Oh, no. It's like, no, it doesn't work that way. Every vote gets counted. Unfortunately, it took a long time. And then people are trying to do shit trying to do all these goddamn lawsuits in our state, which the funny thing is even for voting mail-in ballots, you had to jump through 5,000 hoops. You had to apply. Then all of a sudden then if you applied, you had to wait. And if you don't get in time, you got to call. Then reapply. And then if you have too many, then they disqualify you anyway. Then you have to go and vote in person. Or if you get it, then you have to take things, fill it out, put it in the security mailer, then put it in the other envelope, sign that, make sure then take it to the courthouse because, the mail system's all fucked up. So you take it to the courthouse or something like that. They match the damn signature. You show them their ID, and then you're fucking finally done.
Right.
It was like 5,000 fucking hoops. Not to mention if you moved. Because if you moved all of a sudden, then you have to, like in the primary I moved, I had to vote in my previous county instead of the county I was in. But the general election, I could vote in the county I'm in. Fucking confusing as hell.
Yep.
And they do this as voter suppression. So that is what it is. But yeah, anyway, throughout all the whole thing, then you had Giuliani with the goddamn Four Seasons thing with the garage next to a porn shop and a crematorium, which is beautiful. And then you have him leaking because Papa Shango cursed them.
Which apparently, I didn't know this, but did anyone know that they make Ultimate Warrior pomade?
Run like a warrior.
Dude, okay, so apparently they make hair products They make Macho Man, Ultimate Warrior, and Hulk Hogan hair product.
That's awful.
I
What do
didn't
you
know
call it,
this.
receding hairline, brother.
Oh my
Dude,
God.
I didn't know this. I want to find it just to see what the fuck it is, because it comes in like, I'm like, is it different colors? Is it fucking, like, does it have, for the Macho Man, does it have glitter? Does it have a
What-
bunch
what-
of, does the Hulk Hogan's have a
Won't
bunch of
protect
steroids in
against
it?
Curses. Won't protect you against curses by Papa Shango.
Shango, exactly. It's, yeah, the Ultimate Warrior's purple, so when you sweat, it just bleeds down the side of your head.
Yeah, black. Hey, there it is, man. Giuliani style. Oh my.
Giuliani's been on
man.
that Ultimate Warrior,
Oh, and then here's a funny thing with more Pennsylvania. A governor in Texas basically, he offered a ransom for any like instances of voter fraud. Like, if anybody finds it, he'll pay them $1 million. Pennsylvania Lieutenant Governor John Fetterman goes, we have 2 cases. One guy tried to have his dead grandma vote. The other guy did this. Where's my money? P.S. Cowboys blow.
in true Eagle
Yeah.
fashion.
Yeah. Needless to say, the governor never got back to him. Like, they had Fetterman on Maddow on Friday, and she couldn't help but crack up.
Oh, Jesus.
Not to
Christ.
mention John Fetterman looks like he freaking killed somebody anyway, and that's our lieutenant governor.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, and that was the whole thing because they had Harlan. You know the Harlan guy, the fucking conservative guy, Harlan.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm coming to Philly with a war, and like John Fetterman's like, maybe the first to welcome you. It's like, dude, you will die. Yeah, so that's Philly, and apparently that's probably why Zandig has heat with me and all that. So
Dude,
fun.
Dude, honest to God, I saw that and I go, who cornflakes did you fucking piss in?
I don't know.
I saw that, I'm like, I know he was going after J-Cat for a while. But then I'm like, who the fuck's cornflakes did you piss in? Because I'm like, he just all of a sudden went after you, and I'm like, the fuck?
Yeah, he went after J-Cat because J-Cat called Trump an idiot or something like that. And he's like, brrr!
Like,
He's like,
I
how
understood
dare
him.
with the thing of God.
But, like, I understood him going after J-Cat, because J-Cat was actually posting shit like that. But I'm just like, this shit makes no sense. Because it's like, yeah, you post shit, but you never...
J-Cat basically just says, like, oh, he's a fucking dick.
But also, he kind of also went after John, too, for the most part. Like, he, without doing it, he did the same thing. But that's why I'm like, okay, he's going after J-Cat. That doesn't surprise me, because they've had heat in the past. I'm like, where the fuck was your heat? It was never there.
So, but wrestling-wise, how fucked up is it that Thea Trinidad decides to just have a side thing outside of her contract, instantly canned?
Well,
But Drake goes on basically crazy right-wing like site media to everybody, and the product media's like, oh yeah, whatever.
look at her. Look at his boss.
Yeah, that's
Look at Drake's
And-
boss.
and that's telling why I really won't buy another WWE shirt.
Well, here's
Unless
the
it's a
thing.
wrestler I really, really like and they're actually like donating to something.
Here's the thing. With Tia, was it really because of the OnlyFans? Thea, sorry. Was it really because of
It
the
was
OnlyFans?
OnlyFans and
Well, wait.
Twitch.
Well, wait. Well, here's where I bring this up. Was it really for the OnlyFans, or was it because she came out to support of a union?
Right.
Probably because of the OnlyFans, because everybody assumed,
no.
oh, she's gonna do.
She got
she's gonna
fired
do the
because she got fired because of the union. I bet you.
Well, I heard that
It
basically.
was right after, like, it was only like 10 minutes after she'd come out about the union.
About
Because,
the
like, she
union
was
thing.
pretty open about, like, the OnlyFans thing. You know, it's strictly cosplay, no nudes, no requests, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, that's what
Twitch
I'm
thing,
saying, it was-
and she was fine with the Twitch thing with what Vince was running. She was not. She was gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna do this. I'm not gonna count subs. If Vince wants to monetize it, that's on him. She was fine with it. It's the minute he came
There
out
was
with
another tweet. There was another tweet a couple weeks ago, I remember. Because they all tweeted. All three of them tweeted. There was like,
right.
we had a meeting with Andrew Yang, and it was like basically
Oh,
Paige Sarai even said had a meeting with Andrew Yang and Thea Trinidad. I learned a lot about unionization.
oh
And
yeah.
Thea retweeted, and Thea also said, "Thank you, Andrew Yang, for the unionization tips."
Oh yeah. The minute she came out in favor of it, they just used the OnlyFans stuff as a ploy. Because let's put it this way:
Scapegoat.
if Vince fired her for unions, how would that look in retrospect in the news?
Yeah,
Right.
Not good.
No.
yeah. The thing is also if you
Like the
have,
fucking lawsuit with Raven
Yeah.
yeah,
for
well,
independent
you know
contractors.
this, Ryan. You know this because you're an independent wrestler, so you are an independent contractor, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So if WWE tries to do their independent contractors thing, then the independent contractors thing should not take away from a wrestler's Twitch or Twitter or anything like that, because that is outside of WWE,
Unless
which
it was-
means outside of them being an independent contractor to WWE. So if WWE basically all of a sudden puts that in their contract, then they're not an independent contractor anymore.
They're
Then
employees.
WWE should take care of their medical, this, that, and the other thing.
Okay, I'm glad you actually brought this up because I actually have a backtrack to that. Vince, in their normal contracts, Vince is paying them, what would we say, about
75 downside beginning contract.
Okay. Which goes to what? Food? Or just before, let's just say on a normal, no COVID. What is he pretty much paying for? Their room and their travel. It's
Not all
coming
the
out of
time
that.
with the travel either. Travel sometimes it all depends on the travel too.
But I'm
That's true.
But I'm
Lower
saying
level
as though,
guys ain't getting travel.
right. Well, no, I'm saying as though he's giving you this contract, and this contract is going towards, on top of what making a living, going to travel and your room, for most part, right?
Not that I know of. I thought that basically they paid you that
No,
much.
they don't.
That
they-
much money. Some stuff was comped. A lot of things weren't.
But that's
So
why.
from what I've understood about WWE for a long time is that travel expenses are on the talent.
Yes.
And the downside beginning contract is $475,000 a year. That's downside. That's if you're just sitting in the fucking back every week.
Eating
You're gonna make
catering,
470.
baby.
Yeah. But it's loaded with incentives. Loaded with fucking incentives. You start seeing signs in the crowd, you're going to make more money.
Right. Yeah,
You're
more
gonna get a bump up.
popularity.
You're gonna
Send the
bump up.
merch, and they're going to send the merch guy over. And he's going to check off everything they've got ideas for you for.
Yeah, more
You're gonna
popularity,
make more money off of
money.
that.
More popularity, more
More
money.
popularity, more money. I mean, it's
Yeah,
that's-
but if you're sitting in the back, how are you going to be able to get all that? You can't.
Well, I mean, unless
Because
you're like,
as soon as you try to go into business for yourself, like Zack Ryder did on YouTube, they punish you.
Well, I think there's a right way and a wrong way to go about everything. All right. WWE is trying to lock everything down. They don't want them doing anything that's going to make them money over the company because they give them a worldwide platform. They've got a big contract loaded with incentives. I mean, look, what was it? 1999 to 2000, Steve Austin earned like 13 million after taxes,
yeah,
which we're responsible for ourselves.
right.
So I mean, the contract sounds nice, but whenever you have to put in your travel, your lodging, because WWE only springs for that shit on big occasions.
If they're going overseas, they spring for it. They don't.
Overseas, in the U.S., I would be willing to bet, and I don't know. The farthest I've ever gotten WWE is sending a fucking audition thing to NXT and not hearing anything back. Is like they're going to spring for the big four.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
going to spring for Rumble, Mania, Survivor Series, and SummerSlam.
So
right.
everything else is on you.
Now wait.
Everything else is on you. So you're making $475, but then you're putting car rentals in. You're putting gas in,
Hotel.
food. You know,
Hotel.
it
But-
looks
but-
good. You really have to try to get that popularity. And like Zack Ryder was punished for what he did, but I think it's because Zack Ryder did the right thing. He just didn't clear it with the right people.
I mean,
He was
adding
flying
the
so far. He was flying so far under the radar at that point. He could be like, "Hey, I got an idea for this. It's not going to take up anybody's time. I do it by myself at my house." They'd have been like, "Fuck, go play, have fun."
yeah, and then but then they added people like the Big O and stupid shit like that.
Right. It's
But-
just,
but-
you have to be able to come up with something.
Well, I
take
mean, look
the
at the
Ven-
New Day. Look at the New Day.
Yeah,
Well,
or to take.
up, down wasn't cleared by WWE at first.
No, it wasn't, and that was the same thing with Long Island IZ. It wasn't clear with WWE first until it got popular. Then they're like, "Oh fuck, we should jump on this and help Ryder promote this more." Hence why they
Right.
gave him a U.S.
Yeah.
title run.
We can push him. We can push his brand. We can push our brand. We can fucking seize a huge merchandising opportunity.
But then the problem is they tried to overtake Ryder's stuff, tried to tell him what he could do on his show, and Ryder said, "Nope, I'm done."
Yeah, no, I mean, and that's what it does. He has integrity. I fucking love Zack Ryder. I listen to, the major fucking wrestling figure pod regularly.
Oh
You
yeah,
know,
I've listened to that. That's good stuff.
shows and
like-
shit.
but
Yeah, like,
here's the thing.
he's-
But here's the thing that I want to also bring up, and I'll ask you this: with this pandemic going on, how much are they paying for room? How much are they paying for lodging? How much are they paying for travel?
But the thing is also, you have to admit, you have to also expect they
but-
got a pay cut. They
No.
got a pay cut.
Well, that you know of, that we know of. If we think they got a pay cut, that's completely different. But a lot of people are saying that's what the cuts were. They were not getting a pay cut because that's what the cuts were for,
right. They were freeing up that space.
to pay these guys off. So they're not. I mean, other than like guys like Kevin Owens that are flying back to fucking Canada. Like
And Rude.
And
too.
but like
Rude
I'm
was
saying is like
bad,
there's
man.
certain guys that are flying back and forth. I obviously I don't think Kevin Owens is flying. I think he's staying down in Florida because he couldn't.
Right.
He can't fly back and forth. But that's what I mean. A lot of people are staying in Florida, so obviously they're not paying for lodging. They're staying in their own homes. They're driving maybe 45 to 50 minutes a day.
Well, actually, a lot of wrestlers are staying in certain lodging because a lot of them don't all live in Florida.
But a
Well,
good,
what I'm gonna say is I'm willing to bet they've got something worked out. Like I don't know if he's still running it or not, but Booker T School in Atlanta.
yeah.
Yeah.
His
But a
school's
lot
just
of
set up a couple of blocks from a hotel. He has got a floor of rooms on hold for his students constantly.
Also too is you got to figure they're in the. I think they're still. I think this is the last show in the Amway Center. Is they got to pull out of the Amway Center because I think it's going back to.
NBA
Okay.
starts December 1st.
From what I've heard, there's a
These
hotel.
guys are, renting. The ones that don't live in Florida are renting hotel rooms, a week or two at a time.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because they're staying from what I've heard, they're staying in a hotel right near the Amway Center.
Right.
So they just
Just
travel
last-
from the hotel to the Amway Center,
Yeah, they walk.
or they.
A lot of them walk or something like that. Like a lot of them don't live in Florida. Like I know Ruby Riott doesn't live in Florida. She lives in fucking Indianapolis.
Oh, here comes that slow mo.
But what I was trying to say is
Bailey doesn't even live in Florida, really.
no. But here's the thing.
She used to.
But here's the thing.
Yeah, then she moved to California.
But here's the thing.
Well, that's where she's originally from.
Yeah.
But here's the problem with that. Let's just say that they're still making their full contracts, and let's say maybe a quarter of them. Maybe I'm a little high on that. A quarter of them still live in Florida.
I know Nakamura's living in Florida because when his wife loves it there.
Right.
She doesn't
But what
wanna
I'm
go back
saying
to
is though
Japan.
let's just say this: that quarter, if they're getting full contracts, is anyone giving that money back?
I'll guarantee you there's guys that I won't say everybody, but I'd be willing to bet like a good probably 30 to 45% of the roster right now. Mostly your upper mid card and main event guys they're not feeling any kind of pay cuts.
Yep.
Yeah, and a lot of people,
And it's coming from like ring crew.
Yeah.
and a
road
lot of
agents, the arena
Yeah,
staff.
road agents. No, they really did some massive cuts earlier this year, and that freed up a lot of money.
Oh yeah, and a lot of people, and again, a lot of people that you're saying, oh well, if they have this extra money that they're not using for travel, what are they doing all of a sudden? They're probably getting surgeries or something like healed up that they've been putting off forever, but since they're not being used during a pandemic, they figured might as well do it now.
Well, that's why Charlotte Flair took time off to get.
Oh yeah, you're going to see a lot of people change.
Well, she also had acting gigs too.
She had acting gigs, and you don't. And I was gonna say she also was. She also was starting on her honeymoon.
But I mean,
There are
wasn't
other
WWE
wrestlers that have been
solely
off TV
hurt?
that have gotten surgeries like shoulder surgery, knee surgery,
Yeah.
something like that.
Getting cleaned up.
It
like
wasn't
the
the
Viking.
official
Oh no, well he got hurt legit in the
underwent
match.
elective surgery.
Yeah, like something that they
One
can
of the Viking Raiders got hurt.
Yeah.
He got his neck
do.
cut.
Hanson.
Something like they're doing now. Something that they're doing now, but they couldn't do it back when they was on the road because I need this money for road. I need this money for the road. Hopefully, hopefully people buy my shirts or whatever so I can get something. But people.
I mean, I think at that level, the worry's more like, is this catchphrase catching on? Is this shirt design catching on? Because these people are already fucking top of their game, popular as far as heels or faces go.
Right.
So I mean, they don't really have to worry about if they're getting over. They just need to, at this point, they need to worry about if their work quality is staying consistent enough to keep them on TV, and what merchandise designs are catching on in the kiosks.
And if creative actually has something for them.
Well, there.
And
there's
higher up
that.
guys don't give a fuck.
Well, I mean, you got to figure the higher ups are like your Reigns, your McIntyres,
Yeah.
your Sheamuses and stuff like that. Those are your top of the line guys. But you're talking to guys like, I hate to say it, like your Drake Mavericks, your Humberto Carrillos, and your Garza.
Well,
these
anyone
guys,
that's down in NXT I guarantee you, are living in Florida.
Well, no, I'm talking about
They're
main
Florida,
roster
they're
guys.
right there in NXT. They're
Right.
full.
Yeah, but also NXT aren't getting paid like the main
No,
roster.
no, but that's where the money would be more sufficient. You're not seeing those guys having to worry about paying because they're not. I mean, I remember when they were traveling. That's when you
be
would.
surprised at how much some of those NXT guys are making. That $475. That's like a WWE contract. That's like NXT WWE. That's their starting contract. Like period. Like
Well,
that's for downside. That's that fucking hook that they dangle in front of indie guys that make them sign. Like you put yourself in their shoes. You're an indie guy who's making, let's just fucking ballpark and say $250 a night. Okay,
Right.
you're popular.
That's if you're a good one.
Right, you're good. You're popular. You're fucking Joey Ryan before the sexual assault allegation.
Oh, so Joey Ryan on Wrestling Society X.
So, and then WWE comes up and they're like, "Hey, look, we know you're making good money, but we're gonna offer you $475,000 a year downside. That's if you don't catch them. Who's not gonna take that?
Right.
I know a few guys. I mean, you got to look at it before
They
AEW
can offer
started.
me a fucking hot dog and a
Well,
handshake.
that's since they actually went on USA. That's when they redid the contract with that.
Right.
No, but what I'm trying to say, what I'm
Before
trying
the
to say is,
NXT, before I heard the NXT contracts were a lot less.
well, the reason I was going
Because
to
that was
say,
why Sammy Callahan left.
I mean, I'm sure it's not as lucrative as the main roster, but at the same time, NXT was still a new brand. It wasn't. It was growing. It was growing like fucking wildfire.
Yeah. John, what were you saying?
can I talk now, Chris, or are you going to interrupt me again?
Do your thing, man.
No, but before AEW started, when the Bucks were free agents and Omega was a free agent, they offered the money I heard that they were offering the Bucks individually, and the money they were offering Omega individually, just for himself, was ridiculous. And it wasn't just NXT money; they were going straight to the main roster. They were making 6 or 7 figures. They were throwing at these guys.
Here's the problem.
And they all said They all said no. They said screw that because
They can
Vince
make
wanted
more in Japan.
no, that's the one thing. But also, Vince wanted to cut up Being the Elite stuff, their YouTube show, and they said no. They wanted to cut up all, anything that they do outside of the ring. They wanted cuts of all their merch,
Ryan, let me speak
and they
on
said,
this.
"Fuck that shit, no way. We'll go to AEW and still be able to do our own merch because before they had their shop AEW, which is really pro wrestling tees anyway, they used to sell their shit out of their house, and nobody said shit to them." But that's what Vince is. Vince wants a cut of everybody's money.
John, that's not why they didn't go to the. That's
well,
not
that's
why they.
one of the reasons.
No, that's
They
not.
created AEW.
No, they made they were part. They're partners with Cody for AEW.
I said this is
Lots of
before
Cody started
AEW started.
Yeah, but they didn't want Being the Elite. That was not. He didn't want any part of Being the Elite. He wanted their names.
That's where the money's at.
That's where the money is. The Bucks and Omega from indie dates, and I know this because I've seen the billing. They were getting $50,000 each just to do fucking signings, not even to have matches. All three of them was $50,000.
Okay.
All right.
They were making triple that in Japan on limited dates.
Yeah, they turned down Vince's offer because they were making more in Japan with a lighter schedule.
And they get their t-shirt sales. They get their own t-shirt sales. They can make whatever they want from t-shirts. And they could turn around and be, oh yeah, we still have our own rights to our own name. Which is what Vince wanted. He wanted the right to their name. Fuck! Vince is trying to get the rights to the Too Sweet, which, by the way, North Carolina State has an issue with and suing Vince over right now.
Really?
Well,
Yeah, because the NC State Wolfpack.
Yeah, I was going to say, everyone's like, oh, well, it's an NWO thing. Motherfucker, that's a college thing.
It never was a Too Sweet. The NWO Wolfpack. Well, actually, what Nash and Hall did, the Too Sweet, they changed it from the Wolfpack thing that the NC State does, which is almost like the Devil Horns, like Dio, except instead of going all the way down, they put the thumb right.
Yeah, they instead of cuffing
the nails.
Yeah, instead of cuffing
they don't straighten it out.
Instead of cuffing the middle,
instead
of cuffing the middle finger and the index, they throw up the wolf, literally like a wolf sign.
Yeah, they basically throw it up, but instead of like how Dio has it, like has like basically the thumb almost like over the knuckles.
Yeah, it's thumbs over the knuckles.
For the Devil Horns, it's more like it's almost like you cup it like a zero.
Yep.
Right.
Like a zero, and then you put that. And what Hall and Nash did was they straightened it out.
Yep.
To do the Too Sweet thing, but it's the whole thing that all WWE trying to trademark the Wolfpack, when NC State's been the Wolfpack since WWE before WWE. Vince McMahon took over.
I was gonna say it's been the Wolfpack since WWF.
Yeah,
it's
and
on Vince's part, they're making a fuck ton of money on it, but you can copyright it. They got to pay him for that if they want to.
They got to pay, and like the Bullet Club. Well, yeah, Finn actually owns the Bullet Club, so you have to pay him to get the rights for that back. Good luck.
Right.
Yeah, because he owns all, and he allows New Japan to use it.
Yeah.
He allows them. He doesn't have to. They don't have to pay him. He gave them permission to use it.
Well,
if anybody else wants to use it, they got to pay him.
Yeah, he gave the Bucks and Cody permission. That's really what it is. He gave the Bucks and Cody permission.
Well, not Cody. He gave the Bucks permission.
Right.
And AJ Styles.
Yeah.
And then Cody.
Right. Yeah.
So,
right.
Yeah, but now, like how before NXT got on USA, they had different contracts. Because I remember talking to Sami Callihan, who left. And I was like, why did you leave? And he's like, I really wasn't being used. And also at the time, like I looked at what I was making on the Indies and what I was making on NXT. and he was making like 4 times what he was making on the indies. He was making 4 times, and when he was basically he was making 4 times his NXT thing on the indies.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he said it made more sense because he sold.
Some places, you know, if your name's worth more on the independents, you don't go anywhere. That's where you stay
You make your
until
money.
that starts to drop, and then if they're still interested, you go.
Yeah, well, the thing also, you know, like when you see Sammy Callahan on the indies, he's got like a whole freaking store.
Yeah. Trust me, I know. I bought enough of his shit over
Yeah.
the years.
NXT, they couldn't even do one shirt for Solomon Crow.
Yeah, I
And
don't
there
think
was
he
a
had
whole,
a shirt. I don't think he ever
grassroots
had a shirt.
And I remember there was a whole grassroots thing because I started the fucking thing with the hashtag We Want Crow.
Yeah, the thing is and like people don't think about this is, yes, you know, your primary objective as a wrestler is to get over with the crowd.
Right.
That's where your money's at. But if there's not something about you that you can make Vince McMahon become a fan of, he's not going to push you.
No.
You have to show him your value. Yeah, that's why you have to almost like grassroots have like grassroots support with the fans, because the fans all of a sudden Vince are, all right, okay, well I guess I have to push him now, or whatever. But then Vince will sometimes go, nah, fuck that, I don't like him anyway, so I'm gonna kill his push.
Yeah, Daniel
I mean,
Bryan.
if you look at it, I was just going to say, Daniel Bryan with the whole yes thing, that thing fucking exploded when he started doing that. And that was just a one-off thing that he started doing, and the crowd just started eating it up.
And it made Vince McMahon a fan of
Look
Daniel
at
Bryan.
Sami Zayn when he first came to the main roster, and the whole crowd was going ole ole ole.
Well, that
Oh,
was
don't
going
get me
back to
don't get me started on that because they tried to bury that real quick because
that
of
was off the indies. That was the indies.
well no
Yeah, no, but I'm
but
saying, like, even when he got on the main roster, they did that. Like,
Yeah,
that was
they
the
still
one
chant every now
holdover
and
from El Generico that they kept.
yeah, and I mean they tried to bury all that because they tried to give it to I was about to say the Conquistadors. No, oh god damn it, Epico and Primo.
Yeah, they tried to give the ole ole, and it didn't work.
And everyone went fuck you.
Look how over Aleister Black was with the crowd when he first got on the main roster.
Oh yeah, because
Remember the lights would come out and people would still be singing the song, like you hear it in the crowd.
I mean, let's face it, it was almost like, yeah, okay, it was Aleister Black, but I mean,
Los Matadores, that's what they were.
but let's face it, as much as his name was Aleister Black, he still was. I mean, to the fans, he still came out and acted like Tommy N. Like he still came out and acted like his indie persona. He just had a new name.
Yeah. But that was like the main, even on the main roster when he first came out, people were chanting that shit. Like the Women's Royal Rumble last year.
Yeah.
Even though Rhea Ripley was not in it, the crowd was chanting Rhea.
I mean,
yeah.
when Becky was white hot.
Yeah, Becky was like, Becky, like, you know, it's like you have to do something, but at the same time, anyway, I think we should get to what we watch, and then get into Survivor Series, and then the fan casting if we even have time for it.
Yeah, we'll close that out.
Well, Ronnie had said you didn't.
Well,
do
we'll
yours,
say.
so.
I was gonna say we'll save it. If we gotta save it, we'll save it.
All right, so who wants to go first? What do they watch?
Oh, I'll start.
What?
I'll start.
All right, go.
I watched Wrestling Society X.
Oh God.
Dude, I was so bored. I was literally going through YouTube and I found Wrestling Society X. They have all 10 episodes up on YouTube. Bruh, oh my god. I didn't even know Joey Ryan was on that. His gimmick has not
told you that.
His gimmick has not changed.
No, why would it? He's been doing that gimmick forever.
Joey Magnum Ryan.
Yep.
Dong style.
Yeah, I was gonna say that gimmick hasn't
King of
changed. Alice, what is it? Freaking goddamn it, Teddy Hart.
Oh, Ryan, did you ever see a video? No, Ronnie, don't interrupt with this. You'll see where I'm going in a minute. Did you ever see a video online of that Rumble where he eliminated like 30 guys
With the dick spot,
with the dick plex or whatever he called that?
Oh,
the
Jesus.
penis suplex of death. Yes.
Thank Ronnie for that. He filmed that.
Did you really?
I filmed it on. Yeah, I filmed it at WrestlePalooza. It made Deadspin and Rolling Stone. I didn't get any credit for it.
Well,
That was
thank
all
you,
him.
sir.
But I also watched, and I watched it last night. Necessary Roughness.
Great
Oh,
movie.
yes.
That's a good one.
Love that movie. Don't throw it to stone hands.
It should be like the New York fucking Jets mantra. But anyway,
Yeah, that's tomorrow.
yeah, oh, trust me. Well, whatever.
But
Go
yeah,
ahead,
no,
continue.
I watched that Survivor Series, obviously, but that's pretty much it. I mean, I was watching Wrestling Society X. I just went back and watched a lot of the old stuff.
Yeah.
But definitely, dude, it was not like the wrestling was good, but like seeing Luke Hawks on there, I'm like, bro, what the fuck have you been taking? Everyone's like, oh, he's got huge fucking arms. Like, oh, have you seen him now?
Yeah, he looks nothing like that now.
No. But that was about it. Chris, what did you watch?
Oh, you're gonna go to me? All right,
Yeah,
cool.
let's go to you.
All right. Well, after football on Saturday, I was like, I need to get to bed. I was like, and I remember hearing this one thing. I was like, all right. So I checked to see if it was on. So it was the first time I ever saw Game Change
Oh, okay.
with Julianne Moore, Woody Harrelson, Sarah Paulson as Nicole Wallace. Like, I was like, all right, you know, and because I remember the whole Palin thing, and they did a really good job of it. I'm watching the thing. I'm like, man, this is where Trump got his whole like war against the media shit from. Because Palin started that shit. I'm like, all right. But anyway, there were some parts that were hilarious, though. Like, he's like, oh, is there anything you got to tell us? She's like, no, I've been pretty straightforward with you. All of a sudden, they go like Woody Harrelson again, like, what about Troopergate? What about this? Da, 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 da. And he goes back to the guy, I thought you fucking vetted her. It's like, what did you not find in the vet? Well, we sort of did it quickly. Like, that shit was pretty funny. And that led me down, whenever you see anything with Sarah Palin, it always leads you down the rabbit hole of Saturday Night Live and Tina Fey.
Yep.
With the old, and I can see Russia from my house.
Don't you know?
Oh, yeah. And then I saw some Cecily Strong stuff as Janine Pirro, which was fucking hilarious. Apparently they had a thing when they were on COVID that she did Gretchen Whitmer. That was funny as shit. And then last night I watched a little bit of Netflix. I guess it's a miniseries, docuseries called We Are the Champions.
Okay.
I've heard about that.
And there's only one episode you need to see. And the episode is on this little town of Brockworth, England. And it is the cheese roll. It is the most dangerous sport ever.
Oh, I love those videos.
They basically roll the cheese down the hill.
Yeah.
And the people just run
People
after
fucking
it.
Wipe out trying to get their cheese to go farther.
And they profile the 4-time women's champion Florence Early. She's like this little like punk girl or whatever. She's like, you know, I saw people with a nice cast, and I was like, I always want one, and so I always did this and tumbled fast, and I never got one. Damn it! And then she goes to like, all right, so 2008 she wins at 17, and then he goes. Then 2016, I was at a party and I didn't even go to bed. And I was walking by and I saw they were doing it, so I jumped the fence. So I jumped the fence and figured, why not? Hey, it worked out for me. And then they show an interview, and they're like, "Do you hurt? Is it hurt at all?" And she's like, "Oh no, it doesn't hurt. I'm young." Also, and then the next year she's like, "And the next year I was trying sobriety." I'm like, aha, that's why it didn't hurt. You were drunk as shit.
I was gonna say.
Right, you weren't feeling nothing.
That's the problem. Those type of sports, you need to be on something.
Then she's like, and then I was on I had a year of sobriety, and then you see her just run, just like, I mean, she flipped I think she did a full head cartwheel. I mean, she's running boom, 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 boom. And she's like, and that, look at my shoulder. Yeah, nice, smooth right there. This one, I dislocated my collarbone.
Oh, I have.
She's just like, and then they show the final race, because it was the last one she ever did, I think. Because, well, it was the last cheese race because they didn't do one this year because of COVID. Which, weird. But yeah, anyway. So she ran and she finally got her cast because she broke her foot. I mean, she broke that shit. And they're like, "Your ankle okay?" She's like, "Oh, they gave me an ice pack. I think I'm fine." And then it's like, oh, early. Actually got her cast. She broke her foot.
So the other thing, actually, that I also wanted to say is, so you do that as a sport. Have you ever watched the slap contest?
Oh,
Fuck.
God.
What?
It's the slap championships.
I would do that.
Dude, all right. We're talking about life and death here, and you bring up fucking slapping?
No! Life and death. Have you not seen these fuckers? They have Braun Strowman arms, and they're knocking each other out with a slap.
Okay, I don't care.
Oh no,
I'm
you have to
talking
watch
about
that.
I'm
'Cause
talking about people falling down a hill in
Does
a
that
matter,
mean you take a
in
slap
a matter
with
of 8 seconds. 8 to 9 seconds, people just tumbling all over the place.
Well-
and still trying to run.
Oh, I understand that. I've seen it. Trust me. This is just as crazy. That or MMA arm wrestling. That's a thing. I have to send you guys that one. That's fucking weird.
What about that MMA shit where they got the arm wrestling table and they have to
That's
hold on
it. Yeah, X-arm.
Oh God, that is so dumb.
and beat the fuck out of each other? That's awesome.
It's like boxing chess. It's like boxing chess.
That's dude. Do not insult boxing chess.
Dude, I'm just talking about cheese rolling here because it's fucking ridiculous.
Dude, all those sports, anything that would be on the Ocho is...
Well, that shit's not on the Ocho.
Yes, it is! It was
Cheese
one
rolling's
year.
not on the Ocho
That
yet.
shit is the Ocho X Games.
Yeah.
Yeah, but cheese rolling's not on the Ocho yet.
Yeah.
Like I said, yet. Now chess boxing, yes. Now the slap contest, yes, because they're more well known. Where the cheese roll is in one place, and it's usually localized, but it won't be localized anymore, especially since Netflix doing it. I mean, shit, Flo Early's probably gonna become a fucking star.
Yeah.
What was it? One night we were doing a show and they had the Ocho on. We were watching women trying to go up a KY jelly mountain or something.
Slippery stairs.
Yeah, with the
Stairs.
slippery stairs thing. Yeah, this is nothing compared to the Cooper's Hill, Hill cheese run.
The cheese run is fucking amazing.
Well, the thing is, imagine if
Well,
it
I mean,
rains,
the cheese one is, world renowned. It's
Yeah.
known everywhere.
and if it rains, oh my God, rain or shine, just.
Buddy cheese.
Scorpions, pain angels, and shit whips all day long.
Dude, if it rains, you're sliding then tumbling.
Yeah, dude, that's the shit whip. Those are my favorite.
Yeah, the 2019 cheese run, that Flow one, they said that there wasn't much rain at the time, so it was a really dry track. So
Ooh.
basically, when they tumbled, it was really painful.
See, on that, what would you rather have? Would you rather have it be a dry surface where you can actually get grip and run, or would you rather have a wet surface where if you fall, it's not going to hurt as bad?
Oh, the wet surface, because you're gonna fall.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna get shit.
And I'd rather tumble on a wet thing with wet grass and mud and get a little dirty than have a dry surface where as soon as I tumble, it's like tumbling on concrete.
Bang!
Yeah, you know what I mean? No, I'm good. I'm good with that.
It does look like fun, though. Let's be honest.
They all
It
look
does.
like fun.
I mean, that's like the running of the bulls in Pamplona.
Oh yeah, no, I wouldn't do that, but I do the other shit.
You'll do the cheese run?
Fuck yeah, I'll do the cheese run.
Dude,
Oh shit! All right. So when COVID's over, let's go to Brockworth, England.
Dude, we need
Yeah.
the X Games to come back and bring back all the shit that got banned from the X Games and add some new shit. We don't need video games to be the X Games. I want fucking Street Luge back.
Fuck
Oh,
yeah.
No, I'm saying when COVID's over, we'll all go to Brockworth and watch Ryan running the cheese run.
Dude, don't lie, you do it too.
Sponsor the Nerdport Network.
You're fucking coming with me, don't lie, bro.
bro.
I'm not gonna run it. You kidding me? I'm not. No.
I'm fucking pushing you down the hill, bro.
I'll be at the bottom of the hill. I'll be at the bottom of the hill, being like, "Go, Ryan!"
Please don't be dead when you get down here.
I do
Go,
it just,
Ryan, go,
dude. I'm
Ryan,
sorry.
watch out, don't get a concussion.
I'm sorry. Shit like that, I would do
Concussion.
just to say I did it.
Right?
Because there's shit like, I'm sorry, when you have a sport called shin kicking.
You didn't kick it.
All right. When I was 30 or even 28 or something like that, yeah, well, I got it. Oh hell yeah, I'd run down that hill. You kidding me? Fuck
Dude.
yeah.
I'm in my
I mean,
mid-30s.
I was going over. I mean, I was jumping out of shopping carts, crashing in curbs, going down hills. Then, okay.
Doing jackass stunts.
Oh, dude, hell yeah.
It wasn't Jackass then, it was CKY.
All doing jackass stunts.
Yeah, the thing is, the hill we were going down, I forgot that it was almost like a 45-degree angle, so it was like you would fly and you wouldn't hit the hill, like you'd keep going, flying, and then you'd have to tuck. Because if you didn't, you would just land face first, going down the
Get
hill.
the
like,
asphalt tattoo.
"Ah!"
Get that asphalt tattoo, huh?
No, it wasn't asphalt. Like, basically, you would be on the asphalt where we were doing it, and then they would hit you to curb, because we called it curbing, because you'd be in the shopping cart, they'd run full bore, they'd throw you into the curb, and then, either you stay in the thing and you get clocked by the freaking shopping cart, basically about to take your head out, or you would be the smart way, and when you curled up in a ball, you basically have it so your feet are there. So as soon as the thing went over a little bit, you basically extended your feet and sort of dove out. So you would miss the shopping cart, basically taking you out. And then there was a hill, and I totally forgot that this hill it goes like flat and then steep like that. So I'm still airborne, and I'm like, oh God. This thing is going down, and I'm going down still in the air.
Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
so
it's
all of a
not
sudden,
like a
it's
6 foot or anything.
yes, so all of a sudden it's like, all right, I better learn how to shoulder roll or something like that. Otherwise, I'm going to take a face and basically break my neck.
Tuck and roll.
So I ducked my shoulder like that and basically did a shoulder roll to the side. Like, boom. Because if I continued to do the Superman, basically my arms, like my elbows would have snapped the other way, and I probably would have snapped my neck. Like you would go down like straight like that. Yeah, it would. So basically, you go down like that, and you sort of like roll sideways, so you can sort of tuck and roll. Not tuck and roll. So you sort of do a shoulder roll. So you do a shoulder roll and then hope for the best.
There's the thing. You hope for the best.
Yeah.
Always hope for the best.
Yeah. You do a shoulder roll. You hope for the best, and then maybe you jump, and maybe then you could like get on your feet again and run down the part of the hill, almost like the cheese chase. The only thing is, most of the time that didn't happen, and you just ended up rolling down to the bottom of the hill, and then said, "Fuck it." I'm like,
I don't know. I watched a buddy of mine bomb this bike and take a header into a stop sign. It's fucking awesome.
Oh yeah, you're like, at least you didn't get clocked, by the cart. Because I saw one of that. One of my friends did that. All of a sudden, boom, right in the head, concussion.
Dude, his head bent a stop sign.
Oh, those stop signs are hard to bend too, man.
Oh hell yeah!
Like, dude, he did the greatest backflip off that bike I've ever seen. Straight
you know
rag.
his name afterwards or what?
All right,
He
John.
got up and he was like, dude, I didn't even feel that.
You'll feel it tomorrow.
All right, John. So what'd you watch?
All right. So in the morning I was out all day, and then I picked up a movie that Chris kept talking about, but I'll get to that in a minute. But I watched a lot of what do you call it? Ghost Nation on Travel Channel. I freaking love that show. I'm starting to like that more than Ghost Adventures, which is pretty sad. And then on Sunday, I watched Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. It's all Chris kept doing was talking about it.
The only Thanksgiving movie there is.
And I saw it, and I just said, "Those aren't pillows." But and then I was messing with my MLB The Show 20, trying to finish off the different team stuff to get all the achievements.
Oh yeah, I played the Mortal Kombat DLC too.
Oh yeah, Rambo.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Brian, what did you watch? Anything interesting?
I rewatched The Orville.
Okay.
Oh, the Orville. Oh.
Wasn't that Seth MacFarlane show?
It is, man. I think that it's a really great homage to like the original Star Trek series. With, enough of an update to, keep people interested, which is why Netflix has brought it back for a third season.
Oh, it's on Netflix?
Hulu.
Oh, it's on Hulu? I have to go back and watch that. I remember the first season of that, but I stopped watching it. I forgot about it.
The second season was good. I rewatched the last season of Letterkenny because the new season comes out next month.
December 26th.
Fucking ready.
Dude, and you know what the day before Wonder Woman 84 comes out on HBO Max.
Yes, I want to watch. I will be watching that too.
Yeah, Wonder Woman 84 on HBO Max, and then Letterkenny on the next day.
I was scrolling through HBO Max and I came across Galaxy Quest.
Hell yes.
Oh, classic,
I have
man.
not seen that movie in years.
That's a great movie.
Yeah, that was a really good one. Then besides that, I've been playing Valhalla.
Why is there a fucking frog in the funhouse?
Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking great so far. I'm digging it.
As soon as you said Valhalla, I got the Blind Guardian song stuck in my head quick. Valhalla, deliver us.
Is no one watching Raw?
No, we're watching
I'm watching it. I'm just not saying
What's
it.
up with the fucking frog?
Hello, my honey. Hello, my baby. Hello, my ragtime girl.
It's the
He's not doing that.
WB.
British. The British frog.
Baby, my heart's on fire. Oh, shit.
Oh, I gotta start watching that again. I gotta get your Hulu when you get a chance. Cause I gotta watch the Animaniacs.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
I did
yeah,
check that out, too.
Oh, she gonna spit blood. Oh, the frog's like, what the fuck? Oh, Alexa kills the frog.
Yeah, but who was the frog?
I don't know.
William Regal, I don't know.
Oh, god damn.
Oh, but this is the best thing WWE has going for them right now.
Oh, yeah. Without question.
Alexa wrestles tonight. I want to see if she actually comes out as like a fiend Alexa.
What the fuck are they doing now? And
Tadpole?
frog.
The frog steals a base. Look at the frog graduated. Friendship frog. Oh.
Friendship? Friendship?
Frog.
Nikki and Alexa.
Friendship Frog, 1980 to 2020.
Aw.
What the fuck?
It is fucking. Oh man. Oh. All right. If you can't tell, if we keep talking like this, because Survivor Series fucking sucked.
It had its moments, but overall,
Not
yeah, it
many.
was not many.
All right. So I guess let's review this quick,
Yeah.
and I guess we'll save the fan casting for next week,
yeah, we can
unless
definitely
we have time.
we'll figure something out. Oh God.
Unless we have time, because
Yeah, who knows? But yeah, so we opened up Survivor Series from the Thunderdome.
yeah, with a shitty battle royal in the
We-
pre-show.
Which
Yeah.
why did the Miz have to win that?
I don't know, to prove Dominic was dumb.
Keep it relevant as Mr. Money in the Bank.
Yeah, pretty much the only reason.
Because I don't have anything for him.
But you could have easily just had him. You could have just given him give Dominic the win. It would have helped Dominic more.
Right.
It doesn't hurt the Miz. Even
But this is common sense.
no,
WWE doesn't play by common sense.
Yeah, like common sense. Let's give Lana a WWE title shot, a women's title
Well, you know
shot.
she's gonna lose that one. Oh God, if
She's
beats
going through the.
Asuka-
I hope she goes through a fucking table.
Dude, we know she's going to.
They
Nia
gotta keep the streak
Snax.
alive.
Nia Snacks. Well, dude, they could have done 10 on Undertaker's 30th. Come on.
They should have. All right, so we open the actual Survivor Series with the Raw Team Raw versus Team SmackDown,
The
a
only
5-on-5 men's match.
the only entertaining part from SmackDown of this was Otis.
No, I don't know.
Yeah.
That Rollins elimination.
I liked Rollins. I liked Rollins' elimination, where he basically just takes thing out. He's like, he looks at the team, he's like, this is for the greater good. And then he basically sacrificed himself. I was like, oh my God, that is straight. That is good. And then the rest of the match was very forgettable.
I mean, Otis against Keith Lee, I saw that. I'm like, ooh, okay.
Right. Now that caught my attention.
I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
there's something there that could be worked out down the road. Maybe a Mania match. I'm like, there's something there.
But they failed in booking anything of substance. The only
Right.
thing that was of substance was Rollins' sacrifice. That was it. Everything
Yeah.
else was just
I
like
disagree.
bump, 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 bump. What?
I disagree.
Okay, what else did they book?
Oh, I'm not saying that was like good booking. I thought it was ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm saying that was the only thing of substance.
I don't see any substance to it.
It's just like he basically said, you know what, I'm gonna. This
It's-
is a way to
it's
write him off
20
TV
bigger
because
focus,
Becky's
too.
gonna have the kid any minute.
Well, no, the sacrifice. The way he positioned it like a sacrifice with the with the SmackDown Savior Messiah character, it makes complete sense. That, all of a sudden, this is for the greater good. I'm sacrificing myself because because he failed Buddy Murphy, basically.
And it's funny how Buddy Murphy now comes out with the Mysterios now.
Yeah, well, he's quote unquote dating Aaliyah, so.
Yeah.
I just think they could. I mean, they could have written something better for that.
It
It was literally like the finger poke a fucking dude.
Yeah, I mean, Seth was like. You look at that entire SmackDown team. Why was Owens there?
King Corbin, Otis.
Corbin I can understand with, because Corbin's been feuding with Riddle before they
Right.
split. But Corbin also is that shitting heel that you needed there. Otis, okay, Otis was there because Otis is hot. Otis is hot shit right now.
Well, Otis was there also because they had nothing else They replaced the other one or somebody. I forgot who it was they replaced.
Right, but Otis at least is white hot, so to put Otis there, it's like, okay, I get that.
He ain't that hot anymore.
No, but he's still there, but he's only good. Let's face it, Otis is only good when he has a crowd.
Yeah, when he does this, oh yeah.
Yeah,
Otis is
that guy
good.
oozed it.
But I'm saying Otis doesn't have anything to go off of when there's nobody in the stands.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, I agree.
yeah, so yeah, he's there. I mean, he's better. He's doing a lot better than Tucker.
Who?
Exactly. Mr. Future, first name Future, last name Endeavors.
See you on the Indies soon there.
Or jobbing. But no, anyway, Seth, you could have put somebody else in there. Seth, I mean, as much as Seth was there, you could have easily put Dominic in his match. It was who? It was him, Dominic, and I forget who was that triple threat match. But you could have put Dominic in there to make that, and then it's like Corbin. I understood. Kevin Owens was, okay.
Throw-in.
Yeah, it was literally a throw-in.
And Jey Uso was that's just a continuation of the storyline with Roman.
Right.
You know, he's like, you got to prove yourself.
But that at least made sense of why he was a lead. He was supposed to be the leader. That was understandable why he was there. But yeah, it was a clean sweep. Freaking Team Uso got railed by Team Pert Plus. Oh, Brian, don't tell me. If you saw him in a Pert Plus commercial, you would totally see that.
I can see it.
I'm going to wash that gray right out of my
AJ's hair.
Soccer mom hair.
Yep. But yeah,
The most powerful hair in pro wrestling.
yeah. But let's face it. The Keith Lee and Otis thing definitely.
If booked right, that could be a really promising program somewhere down the line.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, that move Jey Uso when and Keith Lee catching him in midair, that was pretty cool.
That was yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he made it look so effortless.
I saw that and then drop from. I thought he was gonna go with a Samoan drop and then pick him up with the Spirit Bomb. I was like, nope, I'm just gonna drop your ass.
Right.
That was still impressive, though.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, this isn't touch football.
No. Hell, the NFL isn't even touch football.
Uh-oh. Coming
but,
out.
But yeah, so we got.
We're going to have a match now.
Oh, Christ.
But
here comes I Like to Hurt People and for Bodyguard.
But yeah, no, but yeah, you had a clean sweep.
It was a clean sweep, but usually they can book certain angles out of it. They booked nothing out of it.
Yeah, there's no future plans in any.
You know what? Here's what they might be able to book out of that. Rollins sacrifice, gets his ass kicked by the remaining 4 members of Team SmackDown, putting him out,
anyway.
and then he leaves. But that beatdown's got to be what puts him out. That's the only way to tie that up and make that stupid fucking sacrifice make sense.
Well,
Right,
Owens
right.
puts him out. Yeah.
I agree with
Owens
that.
was there. I don't know why he would. But, Owens was there because they just have haphazardly thrown people. Raw did nothing. All of a sudden now you got Riddle taking out Sheamus for a title opportunity or whatever. The thing is, you had a chance to book certain feuds, in said match, and you didn't. It's whatever. Then New Day, Street Profits. This was good.
Yeah.
That match was solid. So I set the bar really high for that match myself personally. And because I did, it just fell short. But that was probably match of the night.
Which match was this?
New Day Street Profits.
Oh yeah, that was match of the night. Oh, without question.
Oh
That was
yeah,
a
also,
great match.
yeah, I think that was
Wait,
Act-
did Oscar just have to sell a push to the stomach?
Yes.
yeah by Nia Jax.
Oh god, she's fucking garbage.
Who, Nia or Asuka?
Nia.
Nia. Asuka's not. I was gonna say Asuka.
One last word about Oscar, and I'm flying to wherever you are and kicking you in the balls.
And then she sold. Well, then she sold Shayna's,
I'm not
you know,
looking at
punches,
kicks,
but
I'm kicking
Shayna
you.
actually punches.
Oh, wait a minute. We're getting a table spot, but it's not Lana. Not yet, anyway.
Here comes Lana.
Oh, wait a minute. She's getting away.
Run!
Run, Lana, run.
What is,
Oh, wait a minute. What is she going to say?
Was that supposed to? Wait, was that supposed? You said it was a push. Was that supposed to be a fucking headbutt?
no,
I
it
think
was
so.
a push.
That was a straight up push.
Yeah, but that was she supposed? Was he trying to go for a headbutt? I want
I
to
think
say.
she was
Asuka and
trying to
Lana
go-
are now a tag team.
Oh, God fucking Christ. All
Here
right.
comes the Team 24/7 United States National Champion.
Oh yeah, by the way, that was a thing. The Gobbledygooker became the 24/7 champion in the pre-show.
You mean,
And
you
then
mean
the
the
ni-
Gulaki Gooker there?
The Gulaki Gooker.
You know it was
Fucker
Gulak
Yeah, I
in the
know.
freaking Gobbledygooker outfit.
Hey,
You know what?
check me
I
out.
think it'd be an honor for them to be like, hey, we need you to put on the Gooker.
Hey,
I'd be like,
Lana,
fuck
you
yeah,
Dude,
can't
you
if
do
know.
that.
only if it was like I was gonna say, if all of a sudden you just see Hector Guerrero walking in the back, it's like,
And there's Gulak.
Uh-oh, who's coming out?
anyway, yeah, no, the New Day match was, dude, the New Day's gear for Gears 5 was freaking great.
No, that's
Really?
that's the friggin' ninja. Is that Tozawa? Yeah, it's Tozawa.
Yeah, it's Tozawa as the Fiend. Ha 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 ha.
God, they turned him into a joke too. But anyway, yeah.
All right,
this match-
anyway, all right.
But no, the
So,
new
yeah, New Day Street Profits. Yes, it was very good match of the night.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Moving on.
no one has anything to say about the fucking gear.
Yay,
the
they
Gears of
have
War?
Gears things. It's on Gears 5. Moving on.
Nothing about that killer fucking
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
twisting butterfly neck breaker.
All right, talk about it.
I've never seen a move like that before.
I agree. That was a bad.
Nothing like that. Nothing that crisp. Like that was literally a fucking jaw dropper.
Yeah, like it was a very solid match.
Yes, it was.
And it's unfortunate with all the matches that there was on this thing. That was match of the night. That was match of the night. That was
That
absolutely,
was the third match.
yeah, and that was the match of the night. The other matches were failed in comparison to that.
Well, actually, that was the second match. My bad.
Well, if you count the pre-show.
Yeah, if you count the pre.
All right. Third match. If you count the pre-show, second match. If you don't count the pre-show, it was match of the night. It was awesome. That spot was awesome. The Gears 5 stuff was cool. If you play Gears 5, you can be the New Day. Moving on.
Jesus, you just shit all over that.
Right?
Yeah, pretty much.
What else you want to talk about it?
No, but I'm just saying, it's like the fact that you're actually getting the New Day possibly ready to, like, leave. They literally are passing the torch to the Street Profits.
Yeah. Most definitely. Because, I mean, the New Day, I mean, how many more years do they really have left in them? I mean,
Right.
I mean, I love the New Day, don't get me wrong, but it's like, how much, I mean, Kofi's already said he's about ready to walk away. Xavier, they could do a million things with him.
He can also go work as a fucking doctor somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's got a PhD.
Yeah, he's got a doctorate. He's got a doctorate.
Good old Consequences Creed.
Team him up with Truth. We need
God.
Truth and Consequences one more
Oh,
time.
Christ. I just got that. That's terrible.
That was a tag team in TNA.
Yeah, that's
I
what
know.
I should say.
You feel good about that joke?
That was
No, I
actually
don't.
their actual tag team. That I'm not even. I wish I was making that up.
I know.
Oh, God.
Can't be any worse than Ben Dune and Phil McCracken.
I mean, you grew you.
Legitimate tag team, no joke. Look them up.
See, here's the thing. Ryan, I have a question for you. Do you know of a certain guy? He's changed his name 3 times by the Soul Taker.
I do not.
Look him up because I'm not saying his old name on air. It's interesting what they got away with.
Okay. All right, I got you.
Yeah, he literally is doing an Undertaker gimmick back when Undertaker was doing Phantom of the Opera.
Oh, wow.
And they called him something completely different.
I know who he's talking about, but I'm not saying it either.
No.
We'll get demonetized so fast.
Oh no, we'll get kicked off real fast. But yes, all right. Now
Well, Charles Wright used to be Soul Taker.
yeah,
That was before he was Papa Shango.
that is right. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I don't think that's the Soul Taker you're talking about.
Nope.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna. No, hold on. I'm gonna put it in chat.
Uh-oh.
Oh god damn it! All right, we can go to. I was gonna say, if you want to go to the next match, we can go to the next match while I do this.
You mean Bobby Trashley and Ole?
Yeah, where they made Sami Zayn look horrible. Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of that, man. I'm a big fan of Sami Zayn.
I mean, I like Sami Zayn. I thought he finagled some ridiculous strategy, which would be cool, but instead they just had him get murdered.
I mean, the size difference, it makes sense why he would get murdered, but at the same time, like, dude, this pay-per-view is being billed as best of the best, and you're fucking one of your champions over there.
Well, therein lies the problem. Why are we calling it best of the best?
Because
Best of
WWE
what we
wants to
have
call
right
it best
now.
of the best.
Well,
Because
best of what we have
best-
right now.
Yeah.
Around, nothing's gonna ever keep them down.
Because they're the best around. God damn it.
You're serious with that picture, Ronnie?
Okay.
I saw it. Damn. That's all I'm going to say is damn.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Well, all right. What was next on this? I mean, Lashley got. There's nothing really to talk about this match. Lashley destroyed Sammy, and that was it.
It was dumb because, again, all these matches that are champion versus champion have no stakes. Nothing.
No.
And so it's just like, why do I... So if you're Sami Zayn, it's like, why even wrestle the match when you're like, I got nothing to lose. Fuck it. I'm going to leave. Or get disqualified.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's no stakes. It's so dumb. Like, I think they need to overhaul Survivor Series badly.
Yeah, whenever they included NXT, I mean, that was actually a really good Survivor Series.
Yeah,
That was a damn good Survivor
it
Series.
was, because it wasn't like brand superiority of SmackDown Raw. It was like, this whole thing is like, dude,
Brand
NXT is
superiority
coming
of
for
the
that
company.
head.
Right. Oh, wow,
Yeah.
that's flexible.
Yeah, of course, Honest Flexible. Like, NXT's coming for the head, but now when you get rid of NXT, you need something where champion versus champion. It's like, if you lose the match, you vacate your title, and then your title goes into a tournament or something like that. So there's some stakes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you lose, all of a sudden, you vacate your tournament.
It was unification.
Yeah, I mean, I remember when WCW took over and stuff like that, they consolidated all the titles. Intercontinental versus US. WWE Tag Team Champions versus WCW Tag Team Champions. And whoever won was both champions.
Yeah, the problem with that is, like, you overexpose somebody. And they're worried about that. So it is, it is what it is. But, I mean, it's just a quick, easy book thing. And it gives stakes to it that both titles are on the line. And if a person loses, then, if they lose the match, they lose their title. It goes up the next night or next show in a tournament. And, of course, they're wrestling in the first round to try to win their title back.
Right.
It adds something. It adds a story. It adds a stake.
Yeah,
rather than like, oh yeah, I'm just champion versus. Yeah, just like I'm champion versus champion. Okay, whatever.
I mean, I almost get. See, that's the thing.
Okay.
No way. That's what his name was?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Anyway, let's get to the Survivor Series instead of that.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying.
Then we had Sasha and Asuka.
I was a little bit confused why they gave it to Sasha. I know because Sasha's been on a roll, and they can actually afford to have Asuka lose and not hurt her.
Well, no, I think losing to her still kind of hurt her in a way.
And it's a nothing. It really didn't hurt her. It made it a nothing match. And the thing is, Sasha won by, like, a quick roll-up.
Yeah, it actually made both... It's funny. Unlike the world title match, this is a champion versus...
lost some hair.
This is a champion versus champion match that actually made both champions look strong.
Lana lost her weave.
That's the thing.
A lot of it, too.
That's the thing, that this made the champions look strong without diminishing their titles.
Yeah.
This is almost what they should have done for the main event, but we'll get to that.
Yeah.
Look at Lana's hauling ass.
I would if I'm Lana. I mean, come on. She's got put to the table 9 straight times, 9 straight weeks.
Yes.
Jeez. That was a miss.
Nia's like, oh, I wanted to put her to a 10th table. And I think she was supposed to break the table, but it didn't just work out that way.
Well, you're not going to... Oh, my God. Anyway. I mean, Asuka and Sasha, I mean, it wasn't as good as the match they had at SummerSlam.
No.
And, well, again, no stakes. I mean, so it's like they gave Sasha back her win because, it means nothing.
Yeah, but they did it in a way to where it did not hurt either one of them. It was a quick roll-up. It was a hard-fought match for both of them that made them both look good. And, hey, guess what? It's not diminishing your title. There was no fuckery. It was clean, but it wasn't like squeaky. It wasn't a squeaky clean victory.
You know what? It's funny. If I close my eyes right now, MVP could be talking to Rob Van Dam for all I know. Dude.
All right. So, like, I mean,
okay, you completely glossed over that.
Well, I'm trying to get through the Survivor Series. So, I mean, the Asuka Sasha match, it was good. It just wasn't as good as it could have been.
Right.
Because again, no stakes. No
I
stakes.
think that might have to do with who agented the match, though.
That's a good point, too. You don't know who is in charge of the match. I don't know who's in charge of the ladies right now. Because Finley was in charge of the ladies, but he's not there anymore.
Well, I have no idea. All I know is like the reason why the match wasn't as good. You just didn't. You weren't excited for it as like you would be a title fight or a title match.
Right.
Because it's just like champion versus champion. You're like, all right, so they'll get. I figured they would give Sasha the win because no titles are on the line.
And I mean, let's face it. You think about it. Sasha has been on the was on the Mandalorian.
Mm-hmm.
You-
So they'll give her a win. They'll give her the win back when it's a nothing match. It means nothing. Here we go. We'll just give you a win.
yeah.
It's simple.
But they didn't do it in a way that made Asuka look bad either, though. Like it was done correctly with the way that the finish was for a title versus title match.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Then this match.
Well,
I made a few notes about this match that I want to bring up. That I caught
I got a lot about this.
Well,
All
no,
right,
the commentators said stuff during this match that I don't know if you guys caught, but Corey Graves said a few one-liners that were just perfect. Like, when Peyton Royce was in the ring and she goes, I think she did something. He goes, I'd give that a perfect 10. Gee, I wonder who that was a knock on.
Well, Peyton Royce is, dating Ty Dillinger.
Married.
So.
No, she's married to Ty Dillinger.
Sean Spears. Yeah, she's married to Sean Spears.
yeah.
And it's like, I heard that, I'm like, oh, Christ, really? I'd give that a perfect 10. Come on. But his match had a few botches in it. Natty botched a move halfway through with the sharpshooter.
I'm sorry, but Bailey was in there as a waste of space. I hate saying that.
But I think Bailey, like I had said, I think Bailey's on her way out for a while. So I think this was a way to write her off.
She didn't
Maybe.
they write her off how? They didn't injure her.
But no, you know what's good? I bet you anything. One of the
Just
things
didn't
that's
really
going to happen.
get caught, you know.
She's going to say, I got screwed out of that. You don't need me as a role model anymore. I'm leaving. She's going to pull this on SmackDown on Friday.
She's not
Almost
pulling a
guaranteed.
Batista. She's not pulling
You don't
a
know
Batista.
yet. You don't know yet. She might.
No, because she still gets. Doesn't she still get her? Oh no, she doesn't. They don't do rematches anymore.
She already had a rematch against Sasha, and she lost. So she's got nothing really to do. So she could very well be written off. And this could be the way she could Batista it, if you will, and be done with it for a while until she decides she wants to come back. Which probably won't be until maybe the Rumble or WrestleMania.
Or she don't have to Batista it. She don't even have to show up. Be like, all right, yeah, I got. She, all of a sudden she just loses. She goes away, and all of a sudden, it's like months and months. Like, where's Bailey? Where's Bailey? And then she just pops up.
Right.
But let's talk about this horrible ass bilking. Unless you have any more Twitter comments.
No, that's what I had. That's pretty much all I had. And it's like the fact that Bailey and Seth both were the first eliminated, and those were the two that were rumored to be leaving anyway for a while. So I just found that ironic that they were the first ones out.
Right.
All right, let's talk about this shit show.
Okay, go for it.
Well, I got a lot to say about that. All right. Now again, like with a lot of these Survivor Series matches, you can book things in the future, like future feuds.
Yep.
Right.
Like in between a team or not. Or like, for instance, how Natty and Bianca Belair sort of have been arguing. You could have built something with that, like Natty goes and screws Bianca or some other way around. Or like, I don't want to tag you, I'm the best. Something. Just to start something. Then, and this is a big one, you have the Raw Women's Tag Team Champions who go, I'm not going to say the Raw Women's Tag Team Champions because the Women's Tag Team Champions are supposed to go on both shows.
All three.
Yeah, and
NXT
defend on
stuff.
shows. And since you got rid of the Iconics, There is one team that you have right there as contenders to the title that you really need to build as viable contenders, and that is the Riot Squad.
Right.
And instead, they just, feed them the Nia and Shayna, make them look like shit. So it's like, when they should be building them up, they're basically having Nia and Shayna ragdoll them around.
Yep.
Ha ha ha. You know what I mean? So you should be building something there, and they didn't. Then, oh boy. Like Peyton Royce, Lacey Evans, they're just there now. And then it's like you're building all this bullshit around fucking Lana, who doesn't even do anything with it, like stand on the steps. It's like, really?
Like she was standing in the corner.
Yeah, it's so dumb. It's like, and her whole story is like, I don't want to be taken as a joke. I don't want to be taken as a joke. I don't want to be taken as a joke. Oh, look, Lana's a sole survivor. Yeah, as a joke.
Right.
It's like you want to be taken seriously, but yet
She's a
you
sole
win
survivor
because
and did nothing.
Yeah, you win because you did nothing, and all of a sudden there she gets a title shot because she's the sole survivor and did nothing. It was so fucking dumb. Like, they couldn't build anything with Nia, and with like Nia, Shayna, and the Riot Squad, which wouldn't make sense because they're supposed to feud over the fucking title.
Yeah.
Since you got rid of the actual tag teams. Billie Kay offering a resume to everybody.
That's just dumb.
Yeah, just put the Iconics back together. They tried that when they separated Liv and Ruby, and fans fucking flipped out, and they said, "Yo, we just want the Riot Squad back."
Well, they fucking got rid of Sarah Logan.
And you know what? It's funny, they actually mentioned Sarah Logan
that's
last
fucked up,
night.
but then Logan also is pregnant, so it is what it is.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so, they could always bring up somebody from NXT and interject them right there, like Rhea Ripley. That would make sense. Because they're all like that same ilk. It would work perfect. Or even a Shotzi Blackheart. That would make sense. But, again, you can't build up anything. So, Shayna and Nia are just sitting there with a title. Like, oh, we have a title. We have no one to defend it against. Because Vince and company haven't booked any viable contenders.
They haven't made any tag teams.
You could have a SmackDown feud between Nia and Bianca. That would be great and would really push Bianca somewhere, because who was the feud that really made Charlotte? Natty.
Yeah.
The Natty feud made Charlotte. The Natty feud could make Bianca. Oh my God. What a thought. You could
remember what we're talking about
Bayley
here.
with somebody. You could feud Bayley with somebody. You could possibly start a Bayley Peyton Royce thing, even though, Bayley would just come over to Raw half the time because, really brand loyalty means nothing anyway in WWE. Let's be honest.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, so instead, you just have all these people go through the motions, phone in half the shit, so Lana can stand on the steps and go, I won!
Right.
So,
But you know what it is, too? When
Don't-
Lacey Evans first came up, they were hyping the hell out of her.
yeah,
and then
now
all of a
she's
sudden
the Sarah
she just-
Palin of wrestling.
She's just become a joke. And it's like, same thing with Peyton Royce. Vince was supposedly so high on her, it didn't last long, did it?
Well,
That's
the
why
funny
he wanted
thing
to
is-
split the Iconics up, because he had big plans for her. Yeah,
Well, the funny thing, all they needed to do with Lacey Evans, get rid of the sassy Southern Belle bullshit, because nobody's buying it. Go off her military record. She's an American. She's proud. She's a mother. It writes it fucking self. Instead,
Right.
you try to make this like sassy Southern Belle thing where she ends up basically being the Sarah Palin of wrestling. Looks good, but nobody really gives a shit.
You're not wrong there.
Yeah.
It's like, down. Okay, well, oh yeah, man, she was really good. Oh, look, she could do a Spanish Fly. Too bad, I don't really give a shit about her. Like, it just makes no sense. Like, every time they try to push her as a face, they fall flat because they keep doing the damn sassy Southern Belle shit. It's like, no! Just be Lacey Evans.
Be a patriot like you were.
Yeah, be an actual patriot. And a real patriot, not like one of these fucking idiot patriots. Be an actual patriot. Be an actual, oh, I'm military. I was ex-military. I'm proud of my country. Da-da-da-da-da. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like that. I will fight and da-da-da. I will stand up for the American way. God, she'll be fucking Liberty Bell. She is Liberty Bell from Glow. Come on.
Yeah.
Americana.
Yeah, Americana, something like that. Just do something. As soon as you put her in the fucking sassy Southern Belle thing, I'm just like, all right. I just see her there. It's like, oh my God, I can see, it's like, I can see oh God. I can see Iraq from my house. It's like, no, no. So dumb. It's like you're just waiting for WWE to fuck her up and make her like massive alt-right Betty or something.
Yeah.
Like, I'm alt-right Lacey Evans. Okay, Loeffler. Like, maybe. And they don't do anything. They could have had dissension between Lacey Evans and Peyton Royce. It would have worked. Nothing. It was basically a bunch of going through the numbers and then, oh yeah, I'll count out Lana wins. You're just so dumb.
Yeah,
Ryan, do you have anything to add to that?
No.
Ryan, anything to add to that?
I think it was all wrapped up rather nicely.
Wait, what'd you say?
I think it was all wrapped up rather nicely.
Yeah. Yep.
Right.
Yeah. No, I mean, I got nothing else to say about it. I mean, it was, this one was flat out pointless because there was nobody that was there that could make anything.
There was no standout.
Yeah.
There was no standouts.
Right.
Yeah, at this point, if there was a live show, you're waiting for Drew and Roman to come out, the crowd's chanting, "Save the show! Save the show!"
Oh,
Save
and let's get into this now. Let's get into the main event because you want to talk about save the show. I have a fucking issue with this main event.
What, Paul Heyman spams the finisher button again? and again, and the dumbest thing again is whoever loses this, you can't have one of your champions lose this show clean. Because now you're watching Raw going, oh yeah, Drew McIntyre's the champ. Well, he's not really the champ because, Roman Reigns beat him. So he's sort of the secondary champ. So Raw's championship really doesn't mean anything. Well, that's what they did.
Here's the worst part about that.
Well, no, he was screwed out of the match. If you really want to be technical.
No. Here's the problem. Here's the problem. What title does Drew McIntyre have?
WWE title.
The WWE title.
Yeah, Reigns has the Blue Universal
Championship. The WWE title. The one that every fucking superstar held. Even the guy you were honoring during this show, the fucking Undertaker.
Well, apparently it's secondary to the Blue Universal title. I'm
sorry,
now
but
because,
you know what the
Roman Reigns is the head of the table.
Yeah, you know what the Blue Universal reminds me of? It reminds me of another belt they used to have that they always called the B belt, or, in this case, the blue belt, the big gold belt.
The World Heavyweight title?
Yeah, the big gold belt. Let's just say...
You mean Ric Flair's old belt?
No, but here's the thing. It's not... No, that's the WCW title. I'm talking about the shitty big gold belt that they had when that Triple H used to hold, and they gave to every SmackDown superstar. It was like, oh yeah, Mark Henry, here you go.
That's the WCW title.
It was a World
Yeah.
Heavyweight. Then there was the WCW title. It was the same thing, but it was different. It's confusing.
Not really. It's the World Heavyweight title. It's the big gold belt.
I
The
know,
thing
but
is,
they changed
Vince
it.
tried to make it secondary,
Yeah.
but then he had Triple H hold it, and it was like, oh, this is more important than the WWE title.
It was
And
never
then, of
more
course, they took
important.
that off Raw, put the World Heavyweight title on SmackDown, and then all of a sudden, you know, the WWE title was the most important again.
Yeah, it's. I'm sorry, but in the WWE title should always and will always be the most important. It should always be the most important title in that company. It is your company's title.
I agree.
Yeah, it should be.
The fact that
The problem is, you know, if either one of these guys loses clean, it basically quote unquote buries them
Oh,
because
no,
it buries the title.
that's exactly what it is, and the fact that Vince is turning around and being like, "Oh yeah, let's bury," you know, the W. At that point, it's almost like, dude, just get rid of the WWE title and put the fucking Raw. Just make a Raw title and put it on Drew, because it's like I'd rather see a shitty C belt get buried than the fucking title that actually, you know, made so many fucking superstars. That's why. Why do you think?
Bruno Sammartino held?
Why do you think when Kofi won it?
Because instead of, well, the problem, like, you saw how the titles went.
Yeah.
SmackDown won everything except for the U.S. versus Intercontinental title belt, because first off, WWE doesn't give a shit about the Intercontinental belt in the first place.
Which is
And
hilarious
Vince
because
has
that's their title.
Rash.
Which is hilarious because that's their title. The U.S. title was WCW.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but Vince has the thing for Lashley, so
Yeah,
so fucking dumb.
yeah. But no, and like that's the thing. It's like at that point, it's like just get rid of the WWE title. Put a Raw. I mean, give Drew the freaking Raw title. Make it red and give him something called a Raw title.
Well, schmoz it. Schmoz the shit out of it.
That too. Just DQ the shit out of it.
Like, have somebody, have Uso come out and get, like, Roman disqualified or something.
Well,
Don't
Uso
have
did
a
come
guy
out.
go clean. Don't have, like, I mean, yes, even though it took, like, 4 spears and then he guillotine choked Drew finally.
No, but what happened was Uso super kicked him. Then Roman low blowed him. Then he put him in that move and he knocked him out. So basically, it wasn't a clean win.
Yes and no.
But the thing is, as soon as somebody, whoever takes the pin or hits, it automatically makes their title look weaker. That's why these champion versus champion shows without any stakes are dumb. Because if there was stakes with it, you could either have like, all right, well, we want to get the title off Drew. All right, so we legally loses, it goes to a tournament. Now we can decide who we really want. Or we could hold a story with Drew's redemption where we basically build Drew up again and he wins the title. Like, and then you build him up.
Yeah.
But if you have the guy keep the title after losing a match like that, you're just like, okay, so this title really means nothing.
And also too, after all the shit that Drew went through, a low blow, a super kick, and a guillotine is really what puts him away.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Like, really? Like, I would have almost rather seen him get low blow, super kick, and then eat a spear. Like, I would have almost rather see him get, like, 2-3 spears. At least then that would have been a little more believable, and it wouldn't have hurt him.
Or have something else. Have Sheamus, like, brogue kick Drew or something. I don't know. Just have something. Because when you have a champion versus champion show, it just doesn't work. The only way it worked before was with NXT, and NXT was coming for everybody's head. And that was the stakes. So when Shayna choked out Bayley with the Kirifuda clutch, it was like, well, Shayna's dominant as fuck anyway. You know,
Yeah, that's the other
somebody
thing.
had to go out.
It was more the fight for brand supremacy than the titles.
Yeah, but when you're fighting for brand supremacy between Raw and SmackDown, it makes no sense because chances are they're going to be the SmackDown superstars are going to be on Raw 5 months later anyway.
Yeah, it wasn't like back in the day when Taker was on SmackDown and he never went to Raw. I mean, how many times did Taker ever go to Raw?
Like, that was like how Seth Rollins wasn't on SmackDown ever, and then all of a sudden, you know, he was Raw all the time, and then they finally put him on SmackDown, and it's like, oh, well, now he represents Team SmackDown, and it's like, all right.
I mean, you think about it, back in the day, the two people that you never saw on Raw, Taker and Rey Mysterio.
Edge for a long time.
And Edge, too.
Oh, yeah.
There were guys that were staples on said show. Cena was on Raw. When he got shifted, where he was SmackDown. Then when he got shifted to Raw, it was like, oh, shit, okay. And who goes to SmackDown? Batista. It's like, oh. Okay, it actually meant, the draft actually meant something.
Well, Batista moved from, like, Raw to SmackDown, and he stayed on SmackDown for a long time.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm saying is you didn't, like, and that's, yeah, because that was the switch between Cena and,
yeah, Triple H was always Raw.
Right.
Even when Triple H got drafted to SmackDown, he never even showed up because he got traded.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, when you go back and look at that, when they did the draft, when they did the brand split, it was, you knew you were flipping to that channel because you were there to see that guy. Like, if you wanted to see the cruiserweights, you watched SmackDown. If you wanted to see Taker, you watched SmackDown. You didn't watch Raw for any of that shit because Raw didn't have it.
Right.
So you knew what you were getting. Each show had its identity. And then, oh, well, we're going to do Survivor Series for, like, brand supremacy. Okay, it makes sense because you have a set brand.
Right.
Like, that's why this didn't really work. It didn't work. It did not work.
Yeah, and that's the problem with Survivor Series.
Yeah.
There's no stakes. Like, maybe they should take War Games to Survivor Series. That would make sense.
Yeah.
But you know what? I like the fact that War Games is on NXT because it's more intense when it's on NXT.
Yeah,
they do a lot better
spot.
Because what would happen is if they brought War Games to the main roster, they'd water it down so bad. It would be a slap in the face to it. It's got to stay on NXT. That's my opinion. It's got to stay on NXT.
Yeah, all of a sudden they'd put like Roman Reigns in it.
Well, I mean, they already don't do blood, so what? So it really wouldn't matter. I mean, you're just gonna have someone jump off a fucking cage. It's not really gonna.
Right.
No, they'd water it down to where, like, you know, with Roman Reigns, they wouldn't have any crazy spots like that.
Right. Well, I mean,
that one spot where Gargano and Cole went off the top of that cage through those tables. I mean, that was just sick.
Oh yeah.
Ricochet.
And the thing is, NXT also does like a women's War Games.
Yeah, Ricochet doing the double moonsault off the fucking off the cage.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's going to be Candice LeRae and Shotzi and their women in War Games. That's going to be an awesome match. But I don't know who's on whose team yet. They haven't announced
Chances are, War Games, that'll probably be the last match Rhea Ripley has in NXT.
Probably. But all right, let's get to the real reason they did Survivor Series this year.
All right, now my question has. All right, let's get back to my question that I asked earlier, because Chris kind of blurted out his. So I want to get Ronnie and Ryan's answers to that question because we never did get those answers. So Ronnie, you go first.
I mean, as of right now, it would be someone like. See, there's not a lot of guys there's gonna be no WWE lifers anymore. That's the problem. Anyone can get cut, and it's probably, if you had to go with anybody that's going to be a lifer, I could see it's Seth. Like, I would have said Kofi if this was 6 years ago.
All right. What about you, Ryan? What do you say? You said you had an answer, but you're going to get a lot of hate for it.
I think he could be the Miz.
Yeah.
He's a solid main eventer. He knows the business. He knows how, the backstage works. He's been there under Undertaker. He knows how to make it work successfully. And the Miz isn't going anywhere.
No, he's a lifer too.
Right. So I think that your locker room leader could be the Miz. I mean, he gets super over as a face. He gets nuclear heat as a heel. He does the same thing the Undertaker did.
Yeah.
He just doesn't have the name recognition, A, the size, B, or such an amazing gimmick behind it.
I have a theory of somebody, and I'm either going to get yelled at or chastised. I think Strowman.
No, he's so freaking...
I think I want to know what the fuck you're smoking and why you're not sharing.
You're talking about a guy who's not even in the locker room for less than 3-4 years.
Right.
That would be a locker room leader. You got to have at least some, like as much as Chris said Roman at least makes more sense than Strowman.
Right. Oh, here, you know what? Hey, I got a great one. Let's bring back fucking the Goon. Here's your locker room.
Good old Bill Irwin. Wow,
Bash
Bill Irwin.
You see, like, I mean,
Wait, Dominic Mysterio. It's obvious.
oh yeah, Seth Rollins. There you go.
No, that's what I said. I said Seth.
See, I don't think so, man. I think Seth's going to leave. I think Seth's going to jump to AEW at some point. And I'm going to say some point in probably the next 3 to 5 years.
You know what, Ryan? After you said the thing about The Miz, I had the Braun thing in my head for a while, but after listening to what you said about The Miz, I think I almost agree with you with The Miz thing, because he's been there for a long, long time, and I don't see him going anywhere else.
Right. And, well, it's not just that, but, like, he knows how the corporate machine that is WWE works.
See, if he was in the main roster at this point, I would have said someone like Ciampa.
Yeah, but Ciampa doesn't want anything to do with the main roster. He said that clearly.
Ciampa's the
yeah.
NXT locker room guy. He's the Undertaker of NXT.
Oh, without
Maybe one day, Adam Cole.
Adam Cole, I could see Adam Cole. Unless
Adam Cole's going to AEW. Come on.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's going
unless
with
he pulls a jump. Unless Britt decides to come to the E.
No.
Or if you think about it, the women's division in AEW sucks. She'd have a better shot here than she would there.
But
it sucks because Kenny Omega books Japanese cosplayers.
Riho!
Riho!
Even though she hasn't left Japan.
But
Right.
all right, the reason why Britt did AEW is because AEW lets her still do her actual career as a dentist, which she makes a lot more money doing than her AEW contract, or which is pretty lucrative in the first place, or that she would do even from a bargain basement like WWE contract.
Yeah.
So,
All I'm saying, if she had to give up her dental practice to go on the road full time with WWE, Uncle Vinny would compensate her quite handsomely for it.
Yeah, you're right with that. I agree with that.
You better.
Yeah,
But
that's
That's lost income. He's got to cover it.
Because, I mean, it's not like she's a pretend doctor on TV. Oh, I'm only playing one of the... No, she's a legit DDS. She's a legit dentist. I mean, it's not...
And she loves it. That's the thing. She loves it. She doesn't want to give it up.
She can yank him my Isaac. But
we'll get to him in about in a minute, because I got a question about that shit.
Go for it, Ronnie.
Oh, we go into the Taker
Yeah,
bit.
let's go with it.
All right,
We
so-
already
Yeah,
said
let's do it.
30 years of Undertaker. Let's invite half the people out, and then tell them to get the fuck out of the ring.
Yeah, that was dumb.
COVID. It's like, oh, they come out. Yay, they're in the ring. Yay, get out.
This is the conversation that I imagine is like Vince is backstage and he's like, Glenn, it's great to see you. You know, thanks for coming up from Tennessee. Yeah, we want you to put on all that gear. Now get the fuck out of my ring.
Why? I put that in the group chat. I go, why the fuck is Kane in gear?
And here's
I
another
wonder
thing.
if like they kept everyone separate and they're just like, yeah, no, everybody's going to be in gimmick tonight.
I mean, and look at Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy did all that makeup
He
on his face to put the Undertaker symbol on there, and he came out for what, 2 seconds, and then he was
Jeff
gone.
Hardy
Like,
did so much shit back in the day. I don't know if he knows if he's high or sober.
Jeff Hardy's also still an active roster member.
That is very true too. So it is part of his gimmick. Kane is like, yeah, no.
I think they were written.
I'm sorry. Yeah, did you see Glenn? He kind of looked at everybody and goes, the fuck am I doing? He kind of had that look like, what the fuck am I doing?
oh, well, Chris, here's your dream. She's not dressed as a lady fiend.
She's not a fiend yet.
But anyway,
Can you
like,
believe she's fucking engaged to Ryan fucking Cabrera?
Hey, fuck it.
I would.
Well,
I think he
the
already
thing is, well, I think that works because, well, one thing is usually people that are engaged to wrestlers, it never works. Because remember, she was engaged to Buddy Murphy.
He was living with Buddy Murphy. There's a difference. She was fucking living with him. They had a house together.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that. The Fiend mask in her entrance.
What fiend mask?
No, when she remember, I'm on a delay.
Oh.
But anyway, no.
I'm not hating that outfit she's wearing.
I'm sorry, but everybody coming out,
I'm
We're
sorry.
fucking degens.
I mean, look at it. It's not bad, right? Am I wrong?
By the way,
No,
okay,
You're not wrong. Like I'm not hating it.
Yeah.
Ryan, but back to what we were saying.
La, 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 la.
Kevin
I have a
Nash.
feeling this is all a freaking, like, ploy.
Say that again?
I have a feeling like her whole playful thing is all a ploy,
Yeah.
and then we're gonna see Fiendish come out.
She's gonna
Well,
go
she's
for-
already got it with the eyes when she does the stuff with the eyes.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Nikki's all like, "Brrr."
I was Insanity.
Oh,
I'm the
dude,
only
she
member of
is so
Sanity still on the
dropping
roster.
hints. She is so dropping rascal hints. It's getting annoying.
I know.
Oh, I want them in the E now so fucking bad.
Yeah, like I said, she's straight up dropping rascal hints, but it makes sense because she's fucking from Ohio.
Yeah.
And hey, at least one thing is she's from Ohio and she's marrying a Browns fan now.
Yeah. Just works. I mean, Bowling for Soup fan, marrying a Browns fan, signaling half the fucking OI4K. Like,
Introducing a fucking Browns fan.
yeah.
Her and Cabrera were introduced by fucking Miz.
Yeah. And on top of that, yeah, exactly.
And who was always over to Miz's house for Browns games? Cabrera.
Cabrera. Yeah.
That's true, yeah.
But, yeah, no, like, I started watching some of these people that were coming out. Bro, Big Daddy Diesel looks rough.
You know,
all
honestly,
on
he
the
didn't
rough
come out
side.
immediately. Like when his music hit, he didn't come out immediately, and I know it's because they didn't announce him. And if he doesn't have an announcer, he thinks it's Bush League. But my
I
first
almost
question
thought he tore his quad coming out.
that's what I said. I was like, what? Your fucking son walking through the curtain?
Like
No, imagine if he did tear his quad stepping over the ropes.
Flair, it's bad to say that Flair looked healthier than him.
You know who looked pretty bad? The Big Show. He didn't look like he was walking too good.
I don't know, dude. Vinnie Mac didn't look good.
Oh, now she's pretending like, what's going on? Why are you beating me up?
Oh, what was it? Yeah, then you had, dude, where the fuck did they dig up the Godwins?
Oh, Henry O and Phineas
It's like
I.
amnesia.
They could have just gave us fucking Midian and been done with it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that was awful.
Those two dudes look like shit.
Oof, they've seen better days. But wait, motherfuckers in the back. You're telling me you couldn't have had Brother Love come out?
Right.
Fucker was sitting in the back. You're telling me Brother Love couldn't come out? You couldn't have dug up Ted for a fucking...
I love you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, shit. That would have been... Like, I understand a lot of things, but it's like, bro, you could have dug up Brother Love. He's sitting literally in the back of the... Like, half the people are in the back. Like, freaking Godfather. I'm like, I like how they went with the Godfather music and didn't go with Papa Shango.
Well, don't forget, it was the whole Bone Street crew. You know, it was Rikishi, Savio Vega.
Oh, Savio Vega hasn't changed one fucking bit either.
Oh, no, he looks like he put on a few LBs.
Oh, wow.
But-
That's age. That's not being in the gym.
All right, can we talk about how Alexa Bliss hit Sister Abigail better than fucking Bray Wyatt?
Can we talk about how every woman takes Sister Abigail better than any male?
It's ridiculous.
Oh, dude, that was dirty. That was not a Sister Abigail. That was an elevator down.
That was the.
That
Oh,
was not
boy,
a Sister Abigail. That was an elevator down. God damn. Fucking Cross took that shit like a pro.
See, I was hoping that like it would finally get Alexa Bliss mad, and all of a sudden she turned into like a female fiend.
Due time, due time.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, well, that was like her Firefly Funhouse gear. That wasn't her normal. Like that wasn't her fiendish outfit.
Oh, dude, that pin is even funnier. The freaking just put the hands underneath the
Chin.
chin. Yeah, it's.
Well, I watch the fiendish entrance be almost like a mix of the Code Orange thing with like Alexa Bliss's thing.
Right, yeah. It opens up with the da-da, da-da, and then just a fucking lights go out.
Well, if you notice when her name came up on the screen, it kind of melted away a little bit.
Yeah. Dude, I just want... All right. Maybe Ryan knows this band. I just want, like, her to come... Because it makes sense. Her to come out to Holy Roller by fucking Spirit Box.
Oh yeah, dude, that'd be killer.
Yeah, just imagine having Courtney LaPlante basically screaming her to the ring.
Right.
That's it right there. Just like if you see the video for Holy Roller, like I've shown people that, they're like, dude, that's fucking creepy. It's basically a take on Midsummer, but gets really fucking demonic. I mean, it does like the demon thing that she puts makeup on, like, is like enough to make Marilyn Manson cringe.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's fucking freaky.
So then, back to what we were saying. Yeah, so after everything was done, they got everybody out. All of a sudden, play package. Now get the fuck out of the ring.
Then Vince comes out, here's the Undertaker, and by the time the Undertaker gets to the ring, he's out.
Yeah, which, okay, Taker's entrance. was fucking awesome. The Tesla coils playing his fucking theme song.
Yeah, that was killer.
Did they screw that shit up
Why?
with the electric? Was that screwed up,
No.
or was that supposed to happen?
They were using Tesla coils.
It's like a fucking theremin type thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They were using Tesla coils. That's the actual noise from a Tesla coil. That was legit. The reason everyone was out of the ring was because that's legit lightning.
Right, that could hurt.
That could kill somebody.
Yeah.
That's like I don't want to get any more electricity.
No, like that's why like they did that. Okay, we all joke around like they're saying get the fuck out of the ring, but I'm like they really caught him out of the ring because that shit was live voltage that could have killed somebody.
Yeah.
All right.
And the amount of pacemakers that were in that ring.
The funniest thing about his entrance is like the way they did it. Well, I know it's Thunderdome, so they can put it where they want. Because I guess apparently when he did it when it was live, they would have the hose with the fucking.
Oh my god, those hoses
fog.
made me laugh.
The hose with the fog would probably be like somewhere by the fans, but wouldn't see it on camera.
They were not hiding that
you
shit.
saw the pipe. You saw the freaking tube right on camera. I'm like, man,
Twice. By the way, twice. You saw one that was over the guardrail, and you saw the other one that was in the fucking ring.
Yeah, the funny thing is, like, you basically figure, well, Undertaker came out and he was wearing, like, a Texas t-shirt and all this shit, and he's already interviewed shit like, oh, I'm the Undertaker, oh, Mark Calloway. So it's like, you know he doesn't have magical powers anymore, so fuck it.
Dude, that's the thing. There's like saying, oh, well, do the thank you taker. It's like, dude, you've already done Hot Ones. You're on the cover of Eve magazine. Fuck it. The Taker gimmick's been dead for the last year. Just come out as Mark Calloway so you can get your fucking thank you.
He
Well,
wears,
apparently
like,
they're gonna do
he
something
wears
on Raw
the
tonight.
pro-military shirt. He wears the pro-military shirt and the Blue Lives Matter shit. I'm like, all right, whatever.
Like,
Or
dude,
the back to
They
blue
wore
shirt.
Blue Lives Matter shirt, but do you guys remember when he legitimately hung the Big Boss Man?
yes!
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I was laughing about that. Like, Blue Lives Matter, but hanging the boss.
Like in WrestleMania 15?
Yeah,
Yeah.
in Philly.
Yeah.
In Philly, nonetheless.
Oh, that's why the crowd ate it up. I forgot it was in Philly.
Yeah,
They're like,
Black
fuck,
Lives
do this
Matter.
on the weekend, bro.
You know what would have made the Undertaker's entrance pretty cool last night? If Ted DiBiase introed him to the ring, like he did 30 years ago, to the day.
Well, that's why I said you could have dug up Brother Love. Like, you could. Pritchard was in the back. It wasn't that hard to find. It wasn't that hard to find Pritchard.
No, but I'm saying the Ted DiBiase introed him.
Fuck you, I'm not doing it anymore.
No, no one's saying he had to put the makeup on. He could have still came out though. I mean,
If he doesn't come out fucking beat red, he ain't Brother Love.
I mean, he's done it more than once on
I
occasion.
love you. Yeah.
It's sad. There's so many opponents that I wish could have been there, like Yokozuna, Kamala. You know,
Yokozuna and Kamala can't be there. They're both dead.
I said it sucks that they were gone, that they couldn't be there.
I thought you said they could. You know, so many
No, I said
opponents.
it
you said,
sucks. It
By the
sucks
way,
that they're
has-
gone, that they couldn't be there.
Has
That's what I
anyone
meant.
seen the meme of?
They can't even get El Gigante. I think El Gigante's dead too.
No, he did. He has passed away. Yeah.
Dude, the
Passed away
favorite.
about 10
Oh
years
my god! Did you
Well,
see
they
the-
can get Great Khali.
Well, he's not coming back from India. He's in India right now. He ain't
Undertaker.
Dude, did you see the one gimmick that was he was talking to Vince, it was during one of the last ride ones. He goes, I have a match for you. It's another guy that's about 7 foot tall, 500 pounds. He's the son of the great the great Gonzalez. He's coming to revenge his father's loss at WrestleMania. He goes, I fucking quit.
He's like, he's coming to avenge his father's loss at WrestleMania. I got to fight another giant. No, fucking dumb.
That made me laugh. He just all of a sudden just goes, oh yeah, and Vince is like mapping it out. He just looks at Vince and goes, I fucking quit. And Vince just starts laughing.
I fucking quit.
Surprised they didn't drag Hogan out for that.
Dude,
last
where was Heidenreich? You could have dug up Heidenreich.
Really? Heidenreich?
That's
Hey,
where you're picking up.
dude, that had the fucking
Shit,
the-
why don't we just get Billy and Chuck out there, you
I
know?
mean-
What? Yeah.
you can't get Billy, you can get Chuck. Chuck's just
Where
working
was
on
A-Train?
motorcycles.
Where was A-Train then? Where was Matt Morgan? Or where's Nathan Jones?
Nathan Jones is
Yeah.
doing the fucking Mortal Kombat movie.
So it's like, you know, like, where's all these people? Like, you really want to go through the oeuvre of who the Undertaker? I'm like, okay, where's Jim Powers?
Well, dude, I just remember Heidenreich for the fucking casket matches that those two had.
Where's Iron Mike Sharp? I'm pretty sure Undertaker and Tombstone him probably 50 times.
No, that was when the Jobber stuff was kind of. He didn't really do superstars that much. He didn't do superstars when he. Don't forget, he started in
Oh,
'90.
that was the other thing too. Where was Edge?
No, Undertaker was on Superstars almost like every other week to start off. Like when he was with the Gray Undertaker, even when he was going against Jake the Snake Roberts when he turned face, he was on Superstars Wrestling Challenge because Raw wasn't a thing yet. Raw didn't start until like what, like 92,
96.
93?
No,
94.
no,
93.
94.
No, it was '93.
It was the week before the Rumble.
Let me see. I'll pull it up. WWE Raw.
It was 2 weeks before the Royal Rumble.
Let me see. When
The
did
one
Raw
Bret Hart won.
The Paul Bearer hologram was cool.
That
Yeah,
was
that
that
was-
was
that
the
was
best
in
part.
class. That was classy. That was absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, so it was like WrestleMania 10.
10
That
or
WWE.
9.
It started January 11th, 1993. Raw.
All right, so that was WrestleMania 9, basically.
Yeah.
Well, right before WrestleMania 9. Yeah.
It was the Rumble before 9. Yep.
All right. So I'm saying before that, The Undertaker was on wrestling, was on Superstars all the fucking time. Like we were doing like the Foreign Fanatics and shit like that versus Y'all Americans.
Oh
And-
God.
He was always taking on like Iron Mike Sharp and like SD Jones and shit like that. I'm pretty sure he tombstoned Iron Mike Sharp like 50 times.
Who
Yeah.
knows?
I was gonna say, it's like, and what's funny is you go back and tell people about Taker. It's like, go back and tell them the Phantom of the Opera Taker. People are like, what? I go, yeah, that's because Mabel broke his fucking orbital bone.
I remember
Right.
that.
If anyone doesn't know who Mabel was, Viscera or Big Daddy V.
Oh yeah.
And
Visagra.
on a mission.
The guy with the
All right.
largest pajamas in the world.
Oh,
Right.
God. I remember that. The Love Machine.
All right, there's one thing I gotta say though is when Taker came out and did all that shit, the piped in thank you Taker stuff kind of pissed me off.
Why?
I'd rather have just had it be dead silent with him talking than thank you Taker from 2 years ago from WrestleMania.
But you know one thing I'll say, and I gotta say, this is the one time Thunderdome actually meant a little something better, because if they were still in the Performance Center and he gave that speech, it would have looked like shit. But the fact that
You
it's
would've
an
had-
arena, it looks better. Even
I don't know
it's-
about that though. You would have had a crowd reaction.
I
I'm
think that's the
sorry,
only thing that's
Thunderdome
missing.
can't hold a candle to NXT's arena.
Yeah, I was gonna
No.
say, as much as this was there, you had it
With
you
the
could've-
fence and the glass and shit like that. I'm sorry, that shit was
you
awesome.
you could have had a crowd reaction for as much as you could have had that. It would have been better in the Performance Center.
Not Performance Center, dude.
Okay.
NXT's arena.
Yeah, the CWC.
Full Sail.
No, CWC.
CWC, like that is, dude. That arena is like badass.
With the chain link and the plexiglass.
Yeah, with the
and
chain link with live event fans, and you know, like certain live event fans socially distanced. Then you have the Thunderdome part of it.
Yeah, like there's something about like, and that's the thing with Taker. It's like if you had you need. It sucks because you needed that live reaction. It's like That's why I was like kind of like a little annoyed by it. I'm like, yeah, you had no choice to do it, but you could have just done it in NXT. You didn't have to do the fucking Thunderdome. Because now you're moving to Tropicana Field for what?
Until baseball season starts.
And that's in March, and hopefully we have a vaccine by then.
Well, yeah. Well, we're not going to get into that. So.
But I'm saying is though. But what I'm saying is though is just run in the CWC.
I mean, it is what it is. They're gonna do what they're gonna do it the way
Yeah.
they did it. It was decent. I'm not gonna go all crazy about the Thank You Taker thing. They did that to add effect to it, and the fact that it was dark, where it was all dark and pitch black, was even sort of cool because
Yeah.
that way you could have the crowd, like you could have that sound there, and you could still use that. Where if they did Thank You Taker and then they showed everybody in the Thunderdome with their face looking in the camera like no. But yeah, it's neither here nor there. He just got. I was like I was it Survivor 30 years ago. I started this thing, and now like 30 years ago, it's time for the Undertaker to rest in peace, and that was that. I'm like, all right.
Yep.
Simple and sweet to the point.
Boy, that was like 15 minutes of an entrance for that. All right.
Did you watch? I don't know if any of you watched the Stone Cold sessions afterwards.
Yeah.
I tried, but I fell asleep.
I watched the whole thing. That was a good interview. Him and Austin were almost trashed by the time the thing was over. Kept doing shots of whiskey the whole show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I thought Austin gave up drinking.
Motherfucker makes his own beer. He don't quit drinking.
Which I tried it, and I wasn't a fan of it.
Undertaker makes his own wine.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, I want that wine. But yeah, that was Survivor Series. So
I think we may have time for one fan casting. One.
you want to do the Rambo one because that is a shorter one.
First Blood is a lot shorter.
Yeah, we can do First Blood.
Ryan, did you come up with anything for that or no?
I did not know.
Well, if you want to just throw names out there, feel free because that's what we did last week.
Yeah. All right. I guess I'll start.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I had two ideas. One, well, they're both are remakes. One is more closer to the book, First Blood, which means we're not going to do the whole Rambo series.
I only did First Blood, so.
Yeah. Well, no, what I'm saying is like, the movie wouldn't be the whole Rambo series. It might be First Blood Part 2, and that's it.
Right.
Like, when we're done. You know what I mean? And the other one is, again, sort of like a take on that, but a more modern take with more modern issues. All right, so therefore, I have two Rambos because one would fit one way, the other one would go another way.
All right.
All right, so my Rambo that would be more modern, like with more today's issues. I'm going with Idris Elba.
Ooh.
Idris Elba.
Idris Elba.
What the fuck is that?
Really?
I'm not even.
Are you fucking serious?
Why do you think I asked who the hell it was? I have no idea who you're talking about.
Oh, all right. Let me.
The new. I was gonna say it's a joke. The new James Bond, but that's actually more.
Heimdall from Thor.
Two Towers. He's in the Book of Eli. He's in.
Jungle Book 2.
Movies. Some of the movies I've never seen. Thor,
Really?
I've seen. I won't deny that I've seen Thor, but every other movie you're talking about, I've never seen.
What?
I didn't watch. Was it the Lord of the Ring or something, or whatever the Lords of the Ring or whatever.
You've never seen the Dark Tower, the Book of Eli.
No. Oh, the Book of
The
Eli. I
Reaping.
saw.
Yeah, he's
One
the
day-
main guy in the Book of Eli.
Maybe that
that's
movie.
something
I didn't
else.
like that movie, so maybe it was just so forgettable. That's why I didn't remember watching
The
it.
Reaping, 28 Weeks Later, American Gangster, Prom Night, Rock and Rolla, The Unborn, Obsessed, Legacy, The Losers, Takers, Thor, Ghost Rider, Spirit of Vengeance, Prometheus, Pacific Rim, Thor.
If you're going on a modern take, yeah, I can see that.
Well, because, and it keeps going on. He's in the Suicide Squad, the new one coming out.
Yeah, he's Bloodsport.
He was the voice of Shere Khan in Jungle Book.
Yep.
Okay.
He was in Hobbs and Shaw.
He's
I mean,
possibly,
I know all these movies. I just don't remember him.
he's possibly going to be the new James Bond.
Yeah.
All right.
Which I'm kind of okay with that.
All right. So the reason why I picked him, because you have to have somebody grizzled, and if we're going modern, more of a modern take, then it's not going to be Vietnam. So the next war that would make sense for this would be the Gulf War, the 90s.
You would base it off the 90s.
Yeah, the 90s, Gulf War and shit like that. So when he goes into a town, the town won't be, oh, we hate riff-raff hippies like you. No, it'd be a little bit more racially charged. In that sense. And then if I was going for the other Rambo, where again, it'd be like Gulf War, but it would be more, we just don't like your kind, or whatever it is, that we think you're a drifter. They hate drifters. John Rambo would be Christian Bale.
Oh, that's a fucking perfect cast.
Because, you're going to need somebody dramatic. Because John Rambo's not just action all over the place. He's also very dramatic. You have to get involved with him. So then, if you're getting really dramatic, you're looking at a character actor. Somebody who really gets in the character. One of the method actors.
Yeah, I was
type.
just about to say, you need a method actor.
Yeah, so then you're looking at Christian Bale, Jared Leto, and shit like that. And I don't see Jared Leto as a Rambo, ever.
No.
And you're probably going to hate my choice for Rambo. You're absolutely going to hate it. I just know. I know you, Chris, you're going to absolutely shit all over it. I just know it when I say it. I could just sense it I could just feel it in my bones.
Well, shoot it.
Jason Statham. Because I can see, because you see, he plays. If you've watched any of his movies, and I've watched everything because he's one of my favorite actors. When I forget what movie it was in, I think it was Homefront. It was with him and his daughter. They were in the middle of nowhere. Their house was in the middle of nowhere because he used to work for the government, and then everybody was after him. He kind of had a Rambo-esque type of story that went on in that movie, Homefront. That's why when I was flipping the channels, it was on the other day, and I thought to myself, he could play an interesting Rambo. And I wrote it down right after I saw it, right after I thought about it. But I said, I could see him playing that recluse guy that walks through town, that doesn't talk to anybody, that he's going to stick out because he's going to stick out. That's why I chose him.
I mean, for certain parts, it'd be good. I think the part where Jason Statham would come off laughable would be at the end of the movie when Rambo basically has the massive PTSD.
No, I could see him pulling that off. Because like I said, if you ever get the chance, it's a movie called Homefront. Watch that. I could see him pulling off even that speech at the end.
I don't see Jason Statham completely breaking down, bearing his soul. I just don't see it.
Oh, it's never over.
Nothing is over. Oh God, I can see Bale pulling it off. I can see Elba pulling it off. I just can't. Statham Like, because that was like one of my choices. I was thinking about Scott Adkins. Because, action all over the place. It would be amazing, but I think it would be more of a martial arts movie. And then again, like, you really need heavy dramatic acting chops to pull, like, the actual feeling of PTSD off. Not like Nothing Is Over. Not besides that. Like, the whole thing where he's in the corner almost like cowering and crying. And like that was what made you feel. Like, because without that, you're like, oh yeah, Rambo's a badass. But the thing that really endeared him to why, like, when they shot 2 versions of First Blood, and they showed a version where Troutman kills Rambo, and the people were like, they were booing the shit out of him. They were booing the shit out of that, and why they changed it to Rambo Lives, and all that, because of that whole breakdown he has, where he's basically screaming at Troutman to kill him. I just don't see, like, I can't see Jason Statham like, kill me. I just don't see it.
See, I knew you were gonna shit. I knew you were gonna shit all over it.
I didn't shit all over it. I'm like, there are certain parts I can see. It's just during that part when he breaks down, I can't see it.
I see what Chris is saying. It's not a bad pick, but I can see it where it might be a slot where it could be funny.
What about you, Ryan?
That was why I went with Christian Bale, because I know he can break down.
So I have 2.
All right, cool.
So one is kind of off of a previous role that he's done that a Stallone has done before, and that's Carl Urban. Because Dredd, he was fucking perfect as Dredd. It's just, I can see Carl Urban doing something like that where it's more military, but I kind of went with a different route because I went, like I said, with military. So you went with the Gulf War. I went a little more modern, and I went towards Jarhead and Jake Gyllenhaal.
Iraq?
Well, Jake Gyllenhaal.
So Iraq.
Yeah, Iraq.
Well, the Gulf War basically is Iraq.
Yeah, but I'm saying I went with, instead of where you went, I went with Jake Gyllenhaal as mine.
I can see that.
Because he can play that badass, but at the same time, when he has to break down and be like that, he can do that too.
I can see that. I don't know. I just see his face. He still looks baby face to me.
Ryan, you don't have a choice in this, do you? You don't have, like, somebody you can think of since all the choices we made?
I'm working on it.
Just...
Yeah, like, all right. So while he's working on it, I guess we'll continue going on.
Yeah, who do you got as
Troutman.
Troutman?
Sam
I'll
Troutman. I only have one guy because it works both ways. Tommy Lee Jones.
That's who I had.
That's a good one.
That's who it is. I mean, you have to think of like a modern day Richard Crenna, and that's Tommy Lee Jones.
Well, I got someone
can't
different though.
disagree with you. I can't disagree with him on that one. Oh my God, that's scary.
See, I have someone same age range, kind of old. Clint Eastwood.
I can't see Eastwood doing it.
I don't know, because Tommy Lee Jones has a little bit, like, even of the funny. I can't see Eastwood be like, no, I trained him. Like,
Yeah, he's kind of got that gravelly.
body bags.
I mean, Tommy Lee Jones would. That would be perfect. I mean, that the second I wrote it down, I said I didn't even have to think twice about that one.
Yeah,
That's
and now it's just confirmed because I even said it. I'm like, Tommy Lee Jones, man, that's Troutman.
Right. I mean, I picked somebody for Ward. I was looking at my DVDs. I just pulled a name out of random, and I know I'm going to get laughed at for my choice of Ward, but I don't care. I just did it as a goof. Because I couldn't think of anybody. You wanna
Ward
know
is
who I
a
picked?
dick, so.
I picked Judd Nelson.
All right, well, we'll go. All right.
Judd
All right,
Nelson,
so-
because I mean, I've seen him play dickheads in a lot of other movies, not just The Breakfast Club, but I've seen him play dicks in other movies.
Oh yeah. So Ryan, you got Rambo yet?
I don't know, maybe Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt? That could be interesting.
It could.
That would be interesting. I would actually pay to see that.
Man, they'd have to fuck up. They'd have to fuck up Brad Pitt because, you know, 'cause like, I'm Rambo. I look like a model. It's like, dude.
Look at it this way: he was married to Angelina Jolie. Being fucked up is not that far a stretch.
Yeah.
There's also the fact that if you look across like all the movies he's done, like dude can do whatever he needs to.
Yeah, he is a method actor, just like Christian Bale. So
Look at World War Z. He was excellent in World War Z. He was great in that.
Right.
he was good in that. The script I hated, but that's neither here nor there.
Rambo is Ben Stiller.
Oh. Weird Al Yankovic. There you go.
I mean, hey, dude, he sold the look on Tropic Thunder, so why not?
Weird Al Yankovic was Rambo on UHF.
Yep.
Oh, that was fucking good. Blowing everything up.
Hey, look, it's your school.
Mother Teresa.
All right, so I guess we're on Will Teasley, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so, Ryan, what about Troutman? Any guesses on him for you?
Honestly, I really like the Tommy Lee Jones.
There it is.
Yeah.
Ronnie's like, fuck you all. I have Eastwood chewing nails through scenery.
No, yeah, I mean, oh, trust me, when I tell you who else I got going here, you're going to be laughing your ass off.
All right, well, who did you pick? Who did you guys take for Ward?
Remember,
Well,
Sheriff Will Teasley.
Yeah, the sheriff.
Oh, that was another just throw in for me. I said Richard Dreyfuss.
Oh?
I could see Dreyfuss playing a heavy. He's that good of an actor. I think he could pull it off.
My Will Teasley is Woody Harrelson.
Okay, I kind of went with the same route you did. I didn't go with Woody. I went with Ed Harris.
I was thinking Ed Harris.
Yeah,
Well,
Harris would be a good one.
I went. Excuse me. I went Woody Harrelson, especially based on his performance in Three Billboards.
Oh, I thought you were going to go with True Detective.
Well, either or.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's a good pick, but I kind of went the other route, and I went
Well,
with
the
Ed
thing
Harris.
is also Woody Harrelson could be the racist one in, against Idris Elba, or he could be like, like almost like the Brian Dennehy type from Christian, if I was doing Rambo or Christian Bale.
Right.
So either way, Woody Harrelson, I was like, that'd work.
Well, don't forget, when you say Woody Harrelson, you know what instantly came to my mind? Natural Born Killers.
That could work.
Yeah.
Because he was sick as fucking Natural Born Killers.
Yeah,
And
that's
was
why I
it
said.
It was Juliette Lewis, right? Him and Juliette Lewis.
Yeah,
Natural Born Killer.
yeah. That's why I said that's why I think he could play like a racist fuck, or he could just play a bigoted fuck. No problem there.
Yeah.
Ryan, who you got?
I don't know.
It's tough. It's tough. It's not. Trust me, I tried forever to try to come up with some of these names. But it was not easy. It's not easy at all.
No, it's really not.
All right. So we're going
And
with Ford.
Yeah, let's move forward.
Yeah.
All right. My ward is Sam Rockwell.
Okay.
Okay. I can see that.
Because he could be a dick, do the whole and then then he just falls out of the helicopter. It works.
Well, the same Rockwell when he was in the Green Mile.
Sam Rockwell when he was the Green Mile. Sam Rockwell from Three Billboards.
7 Psychopaths.
I wonder what you were watching before all this.
Well, I wasn't watching Three Billboards. I actually like Three Billboards. I just haven't seen it in forever. I've seen it like 5 times, and that was like during the Oscar one.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Ryan. Wasn't he in Galaxy Quest 2? Didn't he play a part in Galaxy?
Well, Sam Rockwell was also in Charlie's Angels. He was in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I just remember now that he mentioned Galaxy Quest. Didn't he play like he was killed in one of the episodes, and he shows up
It's like the red shirt crewman.
Yeah.
So all right. So my ward, since he's a little older and a little more psychotic, John Malkovich.
Oh,
What with
That's a terrible
Malkovich?
pick.
you're going with a
Malkovich.
very dramatic ward. I'll tell you that.
No, dude, no. Malkovich could play when he was fucking Cyrus. Dude, have him just do his Con Air gimmick.
Yeah, but it would take him 20 minutes to get a speech out. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's like all you gotta say is like, yeah, yo, clean him up. You heard me, clean him up. Like Sam Rockwell could say that. John Malkovich would be like, I grabbed the hose and we have to clean him up because the judge is coming to get him. And I'm just like, oh my god.
Oh God, that's
why John Malkovich would never work as Lex Luthor. It'd be too much of a fucking monologue.
It would go from a 2-hour movie to a 6-hour movie.
Yeah, it'd be like, yeah, the man of Krypton. I'll tell you exactly. I mean, it would be Oscar worthy. Like, the man of Krypton. But the thing is, you watch it once, you're like, man, that was great. And then you watch that part again, you're like, dude, all right, fast forward. Like, the man of Krypton. But he is no god. He is a man, and I am a man. And then I'm like, oh, dude. After a while, fucking like Henry Cavill will be like, yo, fuck it, can I just heat vision him right now? In the minute of done. But Superman doesn't kill. You want to listen to that shit more?
Not wrong.
Superman doesn't kill. No, that's Batman. You got me fucked up.
Superman doesn't kill. Bullshit. I snap bitches' necks.
Well, that was the one thing, and he felt bad about it. Right. He won't feel bad about heat visioning the shit out of Lex Luthor into a lobotomy.
Nope. No, then we can forget about John Cryer as his son.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Men.
All right. Anyway, let's not do the deaths because I don't think we really.
I didn't even bother with that.
Oh, I got the 3 kills.
You got the 3 kills?
They're all stuntmen.
All right, go have fun.
All right, kill 1, The Miz.
Okay, fair.
Kill 2, Kyle O'Reilly.
Fair.
Kill 3, and he'd actually have a thing. He'd be one of the cops that hold the thing just to hear his annoying ass laugh, Seth Rollins. Like, and then he gets blown the fuck up. or something like that. Basically, I figured you have all pro wrestlers because they're professional stuntmen. You don't got to pay them a lot.
Yeah, right?
Fuck you.
See, I'm surprised you didn't do like John Zandig, DJ Hyde.
No. See, I got guys that can.
Necro Butcher.
No, I got guys.
You
that
get the guys that do that fucking retarded shit.
Yeah. No, I got guys that'll be like, all right, you got to run this way, and then Rambo's gonna pick you off, and then you're gonna fall down a hill. You got it? All right, no problem. Run.
Well, you see, the Miz and Rollins already have their SAG cards, so you don't have to worry. O'Reilly's not the only one who doesn't have a SAG card.
There you go. Well, you get O'Reilly with a SAG card, no problem. Rollins does the and then he gets killed. The Miz says like one line. and then he gets shot.
Which is no. You should just do Seth, Miz, and Randy Orton because they all been in the Marines, the Marine
Well,
movies.
Kyle O'Reilly just.
Hell,
looks
if you're
like
at that
young-
point, just pick up Ted DiBiase Jr. too.
Well, I wanted Kyle O'Reilly because I need that one like type that would look like a rookie cop,
Okay, fair enough.
All right.
and O'Reilly looks baby faced enough.
Not with that fucking beard he's rocking now.
What
Well,
if
still even.
an army of Rollins?
Yeah, and basically Rambo's just gonna like kick him off a freaking cliff so Kyle O'Reilly could take that bump, right into the water.
Baron Corbin. Just think Baron Corbin's gonna throw you off a building. Bye.
Yeah, no problem. Done.
Not
Seth
to
Rollins.
oppress Dad.
Seth Rollins could do his fucking Messiah laugh and then get shot.
Hey, Rambo, it's
No,
for the
no.
greater
He's
good.
just gonna kneel in the center of the road, and scream, "It's for the greater good."
Yeah.
Who said that? Yeah. Oh God.
All right.
Yeah.
We ready?
Just throw me out of the helicopter. It's for the greater good.
Yeah.
Throws
All right.
himself out of the fucking helicopter.
I regret nothing.
Nothing. All right, we ready to get out of here, boys?
You
No,
know,
Yeah.
poor dirt.
Yeah, then next week will be Revenge of the Nerds. I already have that one actually.
Yeah.
oh, yeah, mine's
Um,
done. Mine's done.
Let's see, that one I'm gonna take some time with because I fucking love that movie.
Yeah.
Well,
What
you know
are we?
what?
Who's?
If you wanna have him come back next week to do
Yeah,
that.
if he wants to come back next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got
that,
it.
Ryan?
Yeah, I'm down.
All
Yeah,
right,
I'll share mine. I'll share mine quick off the air.
Yeah. All right. So
So I'm gonna save mine until next week. I'm not gonna say anything
whose
until
turn
next.
is it to review?
Mine. It's mine, but I don't have anything off the top of my head right now. So.
We'll find out probably around Thanksgiving.
Okay. All right. Well, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, you can follow us on all social medias at the Nerdport Network. Follow us on Teesprings under the Nerdport Network. Follow us individually on Twitter at F and Ronnie.
At Trips NXC.
At the Zombie Master.
At the Hooligan Ryan Shaw.
And join us back here tomorrow for a special
Nerd Zone.
Zone. Yeah, right? Yeah. Nerd Zone as we dive back into the good, the bad, and the what the fuck happened in the week of sports.
Yeah, I actually don't have to let like my freaking rage fester too long.
Yep. And Christian will join us back tomorrow as we dive back in. And with that being said, like I said, follow us on all social medias. The check's cleared, and stay nerdy, my friends.
Be safe, mask up. Happy Thanksgiving.
See ya!